It's time for Northeast Nebraska playoff football, being brought to you by the Moody Motor Company, the Explorers Credit Union, Avera, Kaiser Ag and Irrigation, the Bank of Hartington, Mount Marty University, Christensen Well and Irrigation, Security Bank, and Top Crop. Now let's go live to the field for Northeast Nebraska football on the current 94.3 and Riverfront Sports.
Well, good evening.
Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
With so many choices for students out there, life can become quite hectic. From choosing the right school to managing your finances, it can be hard to keep it all in check. Bank of Hartington is here to help you take the worry out of your finances. Our free Student Club checking includes all the features and benefits you'll need to start life out on the right path without the worry of hidden fees and charges. So if you're ready to enter that next stage of life, work with a fifth-generation bank who's had their roots planted firmly in Northeast Nebraska since 1934. Contact us today. Bank of Hartington, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Whether it's Friday night lights or Saturday game days, around here football is more than just a game. It's tradition. And just like your favorite team, Kaiser Ag and Irrigation works hard year-round to keep things running strong. From reliable Zematic pivots to trusted local service, we're here to help your operation perform at its best. This season and every season, count on a winning team in your field. Give them a call or stop into Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hartington, your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer and a proud supporter of our student athletes.
We're passionate about getting yearly mammograms because 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer. You can get a yearly mammogram to detect it early. Would it help if I requested nicely? Please, could you be so kind as to get a mammo? Or singing it. Get your mammogram starting at 40. Or with a British accent. Schedule your mammo with an Avera Breast Center at avera.org/breast or call 888-422-1410.
New inventory to the Moody Motor Lot this week include a 2024 Crew Cab Lariat Diesel with the 8-foot box, a really sharp 2020 F-150 Crew Cab with the Sport Appearance Package, and a 2023 F-150 Crew Cab XLT with the 6.5-foot box. On the SUV side is a 2015 Cadillac Escalade and a 2023 High Country Suburban. Stop in and check out our newly expanded inventory right here at Moody Motors in Nyborough.
Credit union people are my people. Dreaming big, keeping life simple. Saving smart, living free. At Explorers Credit Union, you're just like me. We chart new trails, we stand tall. Together we rise, together we call. Credit union people are my people, it's true. And I found my crew at Explorers CU. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit explorerscu.com to join the journey today.
Mount Marty is committed to excellence in nursing.
We really go the extra mile to care for our students as a whole person. My name is Crystal Diedrichsen. I am an associate professor of nursing at Mount Marty. As a Catholic Benedictine university, we can incorporate God and prayer in our regular classwork and interactions with students. And in addition to that, we care about the students in other aspects of their lives.
Start your journey at mountmarty.edu.
From sunup to well after sundown, the life of a farmer is a matter of choices, and you have the choice to make the right decisions for your operation to succeed. The power is in your hands. At Security Bank, our lenders recognize the need to better understand your numbers and come up with a plan to keep your operation moving forward. You make the decisions. We make the tools to make those decisions easier. Security Bank, the right choice for the future of your operation. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When it comes to Friday night football, teamwork makes the difference. And when it comes to your fields, trust Christensen Well and Irrigation, your local Ranky dealer. From wells and pumps to irrigation systems, Christensen Well has the experience and service you can count on to keep your operation running strong. This season, keep your crops in winning shape with the field leader in irrigation. Christensen Well and Irrigation in Hartington, a proud supporter of our area student athletes. Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
With so many choices for students out there, life can become quite hectic. From choosing the right school to managing your finances, it can be hard to keep it all in check. Bank of Hartington is here to help you take the worry out of your finances. Our free Student Club checking includes all the features and benefits you'll need to start life out on the right path without the worry of hidden fees and charges. So if you're ready to enter that next stage of life, work with a fifth-generation bank who's had their roots planted firmly in Northeast Nebraska since 1934. Contact us today. Bank of Hartington, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Whether it's Friday night lights or Saturday game days, around here football is more than just a game, it's tradition. And just like your favorite team, Kaiser Ag and Irrigation works hard year-round to keep things running strong. From reliable Zematic pivots to trusted local service, we're here to help your operation perform at its best. This season and every season, count on a winning team in your field. Give them a call or stop into Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hartington, your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer and a proud supporter of our student athletes.
We're passionate about getting yearly mammograms because 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer. You can get a yearly mammogram to detect it early. Would it help if I requested nicely? Please, could you be so kind as to get a mammo? Or singing it. Get your mammogram starting at 40. Or with a British accent. Schedule your mammo with an Avera Breast Center at avera.org/breast or call 888-422-1410.
New inventory to the Moody Motor Lot this week include a 2024 Crew Cab Lariat Diesel with the 8-foot box, a really sharp 2020 F-150 Crew Cab with the Sport Appearance Package, and a 2023 F-150 Crew Cab XLT with the 6.5-foot box. On the SUV side is a 2015 Cadillac Escalade and a 2023 High Country Suburban. Stop in and check out our newly expanded inventory right here at Moody Motors in Nyborough.
Credit union people are my people. Dreaming big, keeping life simple. Saving smart, living free. At Explorers Credit Union, you're just like me. We chart new trails, we stand tall. Together we rise, together we call. Credit union people are my people, it's true. And I found my crew at Explorers CU. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit explorerscu.com to join the journey today.
Mount Marty is committed to excellence in nursing.
We really go the extra mile to care for our students as a whole person. My name is Crystal Diedrichsen. I am an associate professor of nursing at Mount Marty. As a Catholic Benedictine university, we can incorporate God and prayer in our regular classwork and interactions with students. And in addition to that, we care about the students in other aspects of their lives.
Start your journey at mountmarty.edu.
From sunup to well after sundown, the life of a farmer is a matter of choices, and you have the choice to make the right decisions for your operation to succeed. The power is in your hands. At Security Bank, our lenders recognize the need to better understand your numbers and come up with a plan to keep your operation moving forward. You make the decisions. we make the tools to make those decisions easier. Security Bank, the right choice for the future of your operation. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Wisner, Nebraska for Northeast Nebraska State Football Playoff Action. I'm Scott Ulrich here with Ken Kneifel, where we have the number 19 seeded Hartington-Newcastle Wildcats, and they're playing the number 14 seeded Wisner-Pilger Gators. We got a great one coming up here in just a few minutes. And right now they're going to have the national anthem. We will come back and we'll have the starting lineups and get ready to go for this Class D1 action. Back to Wisner in a couple of minutes on the current 94.3.
Irrigation, who needs it? After this wet summer, maybe that thought has crossed your mind. Every growing year is different. Christensen Well and Irrigation wants to help you prepare for the seasons ahead. They recommend pulling your irrigation pump if it's been in the ground 20 years or more. Assessing your pump during the fall and winter avoids breakdowns during the growing season. Call 402-254-6809 or visit christensenwell.com. Christensen Well and Irrigation of Hartington and Wakefield is a certified Renke Irrigation Systems dealer. Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
With so many choices for students out there, life can become quite hectic. From choosing the right school to managing your finances, it can be hard to keep it all in check. Bank of Hartington is here to help you take the worry out of your finances. Our free Student Club checking includes all the features and benefits you'll need to start life out on the right path without the worry of hidden fees and charges. So if you're ready to enter that next stage of life, work with a fifth-generation bank who's had their roots planted firmly in Northeast Nebraska since 1934. Contact us today. Bank of Hartington, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Whether it's Friday night lights or Saturday game days, around here football is more than just a game. It's tradition. And just like your favorite team, Kaiser Ag and Irrigation works hard year-round to keep things running strong. From reliable Zematic pivots to trusted local service, we're here to help your operation perform at its best. This season and every season, count on a winning team in your field. Give them a call or stop into Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hartington, your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer, and a proud supporter of our student athletes.
We're passionate about getting yearly mammograms because 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer. You can get a yearly mammogram to detect it early. Would it help if I requested nicely? Please, could you be so kind as to get a mammo? Or singing it. Get your mammogram starting at 40. Or with a British accent. Schedule your mammo with an Avera Breast Center at avera.org/breast or call 888-422-1410.
New inventory to the Moody Motor Lot this week include a 2024 Crew Cab Lariat Diesel with the 8-foot box, a really sharp 2020 F-150 Crew Cab with the Sport Appearance Package, and a 2023 F-150 Crew Cab XLT with the 6.5-foot box. On the SUV side is a 2015 Cadillac Escalade and a 2023 High Country Suburban. Stop in and check out our newly expanded inventory right here at Moody Motors in Nyborough.
Scott Ulrich alongside Ken Kneifel down here in Wisner, Nebraska. We're just about set for a kickoff. Number 14 at Wisner-Pilger, number 19 Hartington-Newcastle. Kenny, a little short in pregame there. Appreciate you joining me in the booth. What's the keys to victory tonight for the Wildcats?
Well, I think defensively for the Wildcats, to stop the run. Wisner-Pilger is going to want to run the ball, and they've got a very capable backfield that's led by number 6, Jackson Knoll, their quarterback. That young man has the ability to take it to the house at any time, and their other backs are really good too, so it's going to be really stopping the run, trying to keep him contained. Offensively, I think the Wildcats are just going to try to do what they do. They have a balanced attack, running, throwing. And really, Scott, you and I have talked about it through the years. Whichever team can kind of establish the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely. In the trenches is where this game will be won. As it is, Wisner-Pilger, they won the coin flip. They will defer to the second half. Hartington-Newcastle in their road white, gray pants, and Wisner-Pilger in their green trimmed in white. It's got left-footed kickers and a squib down the middle, touched by an up back and fielded at about the 3. Going across the right side for the Wildcats, that's going to be Jason Hymas, and he is tackled deep in their own territory, about the 9, and that's where the Wildcats will set up. Great kick led to a little tough positioning there for the Wildcats.
It did. It was hard to field that kick. Now, as the Wildcats go on offense, again, like I alluded to, they're going to try to be balanced with Austin Sidbeck, Jason Hymas running the ball. But they feel they've got some good matchups in the passing game, predominantly with Mason Krause, the 6'7" receiver for Hartington-Newcastle, who runs well and is going to have a size advantage over the Wisner-Pilger defensive backs.
6'7". He's got a huge advantage. Right now, Wildcats in the gun. 4 wide receivers. Snap back, going to come up. Left side's got a man. Caught at the 17, brought down at the 18. Quick tackle that time, making the catch for the Wildcats. Be number 42. That is Gabe Reyes. He was a solid receiver last week playing against the number 6 seed Bloomfield team who made the playoffs after that loss. They were the first team to hit the road. They were number 17 seed. But a good play there on first down coming out throwing.
Yeah, Gabe is a young man who was kind of pressed into action with a couple of injuries and has stepped up and really done a nice job the last couple ball games.
Now Wildcats second down, straightforward run. Austin Sidbeck's going to go up. He's right near the first down marker. We'll see where the referee stops him. Where it's at. No signal yet. And there it is. First down for the Wildcats. That moves those chains. Get a nice offensive push here in this first offensive series. Wildcats will be in good position.
Right. Both teams have some nice size up front. Wisner-Pilger's down 3 defensive linemen are good sized, as well as the Hartington-Newcastle interior 3 on the line. So that's going to be the kind of the game within the game is watching the line of scrimmage.
2 wide receivers left, 1 to the right, man in motion, this time coming across. And now going back to the far side for the Wildcats, that is Arns. And now looking somewhere to go nowhere, and he's going to be brought down, sacked in the backfield. Wildcats going to lose a couple on that one. Sidbeck had nowhere to go. They're trying to get it to Keaton Arns off that right side. Man-to-man defensive coverage was good on first down. It will be 2nd and 11 after that sack. You mentioned that defensive front for Wisner-Pilger. I would definitely have mentioned in our pregame, number 56, Reagan Arab. He is a 6'6", 250-pound nose guard. I think he could be the key tonight. If they can handle him up front, if he gets his way, it could be a long night. 2 to the left side, now man in motion. That's going to be Hymas. Hymas is going to get the handoff. This is a schoolhouse right going. Wakely's in front trying to get somewhere and push players out of bounds. Nowhere to go on that one. A short gain, about 2, will bring up third down.
You know, we were talking coming down, Scott, about just how evenly matched on paper these 2 teams are, and it's going to be it's hard to find on paper any separation.
They are. They absolutely. We'll get into more of that as we go along here in this first quarter, but evenly matched. This might be the most evenly matched teams that I have seen on paper. Wildcats now looking to fake the handoff this time to Arns. Stepping back up in the pocket. Sidbeck's got a man across the 40, and it's going to be knocked down. It was double coverage, looking to get the ball to number 8, Jason Hymas, and now we're looking at 4th down.
Now, so far, the Gators have been able to get some pressure. They have 1 sack, and they made Sidbeck feel a little uncomfortable back there.
Sidbeck's very comfortable most of the time, and when he is very accurate. Have not seen him target Krause, though, yet in the offensive set. As it is now looking to punt will be the Wildcats. Back deep, I believe this is Gratzfeld. Going to get an end-over-end kick. Lands at the 30, hops up, fielded to the 21. Taking off, cross 30. Good tackle that time. 4 players for the Wildcats in on the tackle, led by number 74. That's Lincoln Gruch. And this will be the first offensive series for Wisner-Pilger coming up.
And Wisner-Pilger is going to want to establish the run. Again, their backfield is really good. They run behind a big offensive line. And but again, the straw that seems to stir the drink is number 6, that quarterback Jackson Knoll. They have to watch him both unintended runs as well as those pass plays that break down.
A 6-foot, 170-pound junior is Knoll. Now tight formation man in motion coming from left to right. Hand off to the fullback, straight forward. He ain't going anywhere. The defensive front for the Wildcats getting first there was Ashton Wakely. A short gain, call it 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8 coming up for the Gators. Did not get a number on that. Number 32, I believe, got the first call, and that is Logan Nelson, a 5'11", 200-pound senior. Tight formation, no wideouts. I formation is for the Gators. You got Nelson, and right behind him is going to get the call this time. And he's going to be tackled right at the line of scrimmage, and now eventually brought down. As you mentioned, that's Jackson Knoll. Knoll has solid yards on the year. No gain on the play for Knoll.
Boy, Lincoln Grooch just completely blew that play up inside. But again, Hartington-Newcastle's, they're big up front. They've got Chris Kneifel at the nose, and then Wakely is a young man that goes 240. Grooch goes 250, and those are the defensive ends.
Solid-looking defensive front for the Wildcats here on 3rd down. Handoff is to the second back through. He's got a crease through the middle, and he's got one man to beat, and he's going to be brought down from behind. Brought down at the 25-yard line after he crossed midfield. That was number 5, Blaine Beller, the 175-pound, and he is a senior. That is a gain of about 17. With this, the Gators have 3 players that are just under 100 carries. One of them's 90, and a couple of them are in that 80s. And with that, though, they're all at that 900, 800, 600 yards. So they essentially got a couple 1,000-yard rushers out on the field tonight. Handoff is going to the left side. That is Beller. Beller breaks his tackle at the line of scrimmage, cross 1st down yardage, and he's going to be brought down, a gain of about 11 again by Beller. So far, Beller's finding a crease off that left side.
Yeah, that's just a little play where they brought him in motion to the right and then pitched it back to him going to the left, and very well blocked up front.
Well blocking, and now coming off to the sideline is number 6. That's Jackson Knoll. Gets the play called in from the coaching staff, and he goes back out. Knoll's under center. Nelson is the lone setback. Handoff. Nope. Quarterback keeper is going to keep it. Turn around. Follows blocker Nelson off the right side. Wildcats trying to push him out of bounds, and he's going to be shoved out of about the 2, saving that scoring touchdown. I believe was up for, and it is good enough for a 1st down.
You know, Scott, you've alluded to it already. One of the things that I think makes Wisner-Pilger so difficult to defense is all 3 backs are capable. They use all 3 backs. It's really hard to key on any one back.
They definitely have a different look to them. A couple are shorter. One is a little bit taller and bigger, stocky, so they have different running styles. Now it is same formation. Nelson is the lone setback. Handoff Nelson, straight forward running. Grooch has a hold of him. Did he stop him short of the goal line? Referee comes in from the sideline and says, yes, stop just short. Boy. Grooch just barely saved that touchdown.
Boy, he can't be short by much.
Brought down by the interior line.
I completely agree with the public address as he's standing right next to us tonight, bringing you tonight's broadcast from Wisner, Nebraska, Class D1 action. We got a lot of scores to go over here throughout the night, as well as we are one of the late games. Several games that were played earlier this afternoon and finishing up here as we broadcast this opening quarter. Quarterback keeper straight forward and waiting for a signal. There it is. Touchdown. Touchdown Gators. I believe that was number 6. That's Jackson Knoll getting in for the 1-yard score. And the Gators strike first.
Yeah, really, I think the key to that drive was that very first series when the Wildcats had the Gators in a 3rd and nearly 10, and they ran an ISO for, I believe it was 17 to pick up the 1st down, and then after that, Wisner-Pilger seemed to get in a rhythm.
They did, got in a rhythm. We got a couple, and they were big chunks, like 11 yards and 12 yards, and just didn't make them stretch the chains. As it is now, they will go for 2. One wide receiver to the right side. Now a man splits out to the left. Knoll in the backfield in the gun. Pistol formation. Fake handoff to Nelson. Knoll's going to keep it. Dive forward. He's going to get into the end zone. with 6:08 to go in the opening period. The Gators on top of the Wildcats, 8-0. We'll be back in 1 minute on the Current 94.3.
Credit union people are my people. Dreaming big, keeping life simple. Saving smart, living free. At Explorers Credit Union, you're just like me. We chart new trails, we stand tall. Together we rise, together we call. Credit union people are my people, it's true. And I found my crew at Explorers CU. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit ExplorerCU.com to join the journey today.
Mount Marty is committed to excellence in nursing.
We really go the extra mile to care for our students as a whole person. My name is Crystal Diedrichsen. I am an associate professor of nursing at Mount Marty. As a Catholic Benedictine university, we can incorporate God and prayer in our regular classwork and interactions with students. And in addition to that, we care about the students in other aspects of their lives.
Start your journey at mountmarty.edu.
Back in Wisner, Nebraska, kickoff's going to go deep in Wildcat territory. Fielded at about the 18, run up across 25 and brought down at about the 28-yard line. On that return is number 6. That is Keaton Arns, and that's where the Wildcats were set up. First down and 10.
Wildcats are going to start with a little bit better field position on this drive than they did the last one, Scott.
Yep, a little better positioning instead of being deep in their own at the 9 on the last one.
Be interesting to see if they look to Krause on this drive. He didn't get a look the first series, but I have to believe they're going to try to exploit him.
Sidbeck in the shotgun. Man in motion comes across. That's Arns. And now quarterback design keeper straight up the middle. Breaks out the left side. Cross midfield. One man to beat. He's at the 30, 25, and he's going to be run down from behind. A solid play on first down. A gain of 32 yards by Sidbeck. And the only player that can run him down, he was right there. That was Knoll.
You know, and Austin Sidbeck's in his first year as a starting quarterback, and he has really improved as a runner as it's gone on. He's got a nice feel for where to run. He's got a little shiftiness. He's a strong kid.
Very strong at 1st and 10, throw on 18. Quarterback straightforward running, cross line of scrimmage, breaks a tackle, breaks another one. He's going to be brought down at the 5-yard line. We are 1st and goal. Ball's at the 5. Wildcats take 2 plays and go about 50 yards. You mentioned they were in good field position, and now it feels like they're running downhill. You and I both commented as we were checking the field out. Excellent grade. The field looks fantastic here. A great field setup in Wisner. 5:20, clock is rolling. Wildcats trail 8-0 to the number 14 seeded Gators from Wisner-Pilger. 2 wideouts, 1 on each side. And now Arns across the middle. Quarterback keeper, straightforward running. Contact at the 5, and he's going to be stopped. No gain on the play. Players trying to rip it out. Very smart there. I believe that was Nelson. Thought he had a hand on it. But that's 3 quarterback keepers in a row.
Yeah, you have to believe that the coaches saw something in that first series that said that they can run that quarterback, and they've had good success thus far in this drive.
Saw the Eagles a few weeks ago do the tush push 4 times in a row. We'll see if we get that here. 2 wideouts to the near. Man in motion is Hymas. Now he comes back in the backfield, and it's an option play. Handoff Hymas, right side. A lot of contact at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a couple. Might even only be 1 on that one. He ran right into a pile of defenders at about the 4, and that's where he's going to be called down.
Brought down by Aiden McBride.
3rd down and goal coming up here for the Wildcats. Looking to the sideline now. Arns is going to bring it in from head coach Rusty Fuller. They get the play called. Splitting out to the left side is the 6'7" Krause. Still looking for his first target. I've been told he only has dropped 2 passes all year. Hymas now comes across the formation. Quarterback keeper straight forward. He's going to be brought down. A loss of 1 on that 3rd down play for Sidbeck. There was 5 green jerseys around him.
Yeah, we've got 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first quarter, Scott. It feels like we're at an extremely important play in the ball game already.
It does. The defense is that good. The defensive 3 or 4 for the Gators. We've seen a lot of football this year. Once you get to this point in the game, they're good. Number 55, 56 over there, they are some big players, all well over 200. And now Wildcats say this is so important, we're going to take a timeout. Timeouts are brought to you by Top Crop. Maximize your success this season with top-notch crop consulting and services offered at Top Crop. Visit topcropinc.com. Back to Wisner in 30 seconds on the Current 94.3.
From sunup to well after sundown, the life of a farmer is a matter of choices, and you have the choice to make the right decisions for your operation to succeed. The power is in your hands. At Security Bank, our lenders recognize the need to better understand your numbers and come up with a plan to keep your operation moving forward. You make the decisions. We make the tools to make those decisions easier. Security Bank, the right choice for the future of your operation. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back here in Wisner, Class D1, first round action of the Nebraska State Football Playoffs. 3:21 to go in this opening period, and the Wildcats trail 8-0. Wildcats punted on their first possession, then Wisner-Pilger took it down the field for the score and the 2-point conversion. Now Wildcats on their 4th down. They are 4th and goal. Ball is at about the 5.5-yard line. Spread formation, 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. All by himself is a quarterback in the shotgun. That's Sudback. Quarterback option. They give it to Hymas. A little bit of a slip. Turns north-south. Dives for the goal line. I think he's going to be short.
Yeah, you're right on that, Scott. Looked like he had something there for a moment. Then when he went to turn the corner, you saw him a little slippage, and that's all it took.
Just a little bit of a slip. I think he's going to be marked down. If it isn't the one, it might even be just in a football inside the one. It's that close. And that's where the Gators are going to take over now. And yep, they set it on the one, and then they just readjusted it a little bit closer to the goal line. Big play here now for the Wildcats. They got them pinned inside their own one. See if they can't capitalize.
Yeah, exactly. They weren't able to score, but if they can pin them down here and keep it there, they'll still have a chance to score in this series.
Safeties are good. I formation now for the Gators. Hand off to the fullback. I believe that's Nelson. And the line is pushing them straight forward. Almost 10-yard gain coming out of their own end zone. It was Nelson, and he was behind those big offensive line. You mentioned that at the onset of this game, it was all about in the trenches, and you are so right. So far, the line of scrimmage is being controlled by the Gators.
Yeah, they've got Anthony, number 55, Arabi, Alexander. They've got some big horses up front.
2nd down and short is the official mark. Handoff pitch to the backfield is going to be stopped about 4 yards deep, and then diving forward to get maybe back to the line of scrimmage. We'll see where they mark them. Nope, they actually gave him a half-yard gain on that one.
Yeah, you're right. Initially, it looked like it's going to be about a 3 or 4 yard loss, and the young man was able to shake loose and get enough for the first down.
About enough by a football or so, and it is. Move those chains, kind of gets them out of their own shadow. As the shadows are all gone here for the night, it was hot and sunny as we were looking straight to the west when we first got here, but now it's just perfect football weather. 55 degrees here at kickoff. The lights are totally on, and we are ready to go. Spread formation, option play, handoff to the first back through, and he's going to be contacted that time. Believe that is Collier making the first contact along with Ashton Wakely for a short gain.
You know, it's interesting. I was talking to Mike Johnson, the defensive coordinator for Hartington-Newcastle today, and Kipton Collier was playing defensive line earlier. And about 3 games ago, they moved him back to linebacker, and he's made a big difference back there. But Mike, who's a defensive coordinator, defensive line coach, said he's just on loan to the linebackers. He wants him back. That sophomore's got a bright future ahead of him.
Bright future, and now as we go to 2nd down and 7, pistol formation and one wide out to the near side, guarded by Krause. And now a wide out splits off to the left as well. Design quarterback keeper is going to go straight forward rushing. This time it's going to be Noel. Noel breaks the tackle off the left side. Going to be shoved out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. A gain of 9. And that'll move those chains.
Yeah, first series, Noel was under center predominantly the entire drive. Now he's been back in the shotgun.
Moving formations around. That's good coaching there by A.J. Berkey of Wisner-Pilger. Long cadence here as they're now coming up to the line of scrimmage. They were getting that play called in the huddle. Back judge starting to look at the clock. We'll see, and now they do get it off just in time. It's going to be Nelson. Nelson right side, turn back, north-south, and he's going to be tackled right near the 35-yard line. Making the tackle for the Wildcats is Krause, but that's another first down, a gain of 11 or 12.
Yeah, it looked like early Hartington-Newcastle's working hard on taking away that B-gap run, and now Wisner's bouncing it out just a little bit.
I got them for about 45% of their plays are going for over 10 yards right now, just as an eye shot on my tally sheet here as I'm keeping the stats as we go along tonight. First down and 10 for the Gators. The ball is just touching the 35 of the Gators. Fake the quick pitch and now give it this time to Noel, I believe. No, now the penalty flag is going to come flying in late. That was Beller, the ball carrier, gain of 4, but a penalty flag, and that's usually in the neighborhood of holding. Collier did make the tackle. Wait for the referee. There's 3 of them talking it over as a hush falls over the field. Block in the back, or illegal use of hands, is the call. So that will move them back. That's the first penalty flag as we got 43 seconds left to go in this first quarter. It's been Gators, 8-0. Wildcats had a good drive. They were stopped on the 1, but the Gators inside the trench work has been very impressive here in the first quarter.
Yes, it has, and this is a situation now where Hartington-Newcastle needs to take advantage of it because, again, Wisner prefers to run. They're capable of throwing it, but they prefer to run. Now they've got them behind the sticks at 1st and 20.
Absolutely, first down and 20. Man, it's going to go out to the left side. That is Beller. He's guarded by Krause. Pistol formation, now man comes across the formation to the right side. Quarterback keeper, behind is Walker Nelson. Going to get about 5 and make it, call it 7 yards. With the football, I believe that time was Noel.
Now the ball carrier.
Yep, it was. So good tackle there. In on the tackle for the Wildcats was Upfer, Hymas, along with Keaton Arns. And now timeout is, nope, it's going to be the end of the first quarter. That one got away really quick. After one period of play, the Wildcats trail the Wisner-Pilger Gators 8-0. Back to Wisner in 1 minute on the current 94.3.
When it comes to Friday night football, teamwork makes the difference. And when it comes to your fields, trust Christensen Well and Irrigation, your local Ranky dealer. From wells and pumps to irrigation systems, Christensen Well has the experience and service you can count on to keep your operation running strong. This season, keep your crops in winning shape with the field leader in irrigation. Christensen Well and Irrigation in Hartington, a proud supporter of our area student athletes. Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
Back in Wisner with second quarter action. Scott Ulrich alongside Ken Kneifel bringing you Hartington-Newcastle Wildcat football. Gators have it. Pitch to the left side. That is Beller breaking a tackle midfield and trying to outrun Hymas. He's going to be brought down at the 30-yard line on first down. That is a gain of 17 yards and another run, Kenny, that goes into double digits.
Right, and that was simply a double tight end I formation, kind of a little bit of an older formation. Just extremely well blocked on the perimeter, and he really didn't encounter a white jersey for about 7-8 yards.
Yeah, and when you got those big guys up front, you can run those double tight end, those big formations. I formation, everybody's in tight, no wideouts. Noel, now he's going to look to pass on his first attempt tonight. Scrambling, a lob pass, going to go over the 20, and it's going to be caught. A nice little touch pass is going to go for 18 yards to number 55. That's Jace Alexander, the 6'2 senior.
You know, in watching a little film on Wisner this week, it's kind of funny with as good as their backs are, the different 55 pops up a lot in a lot of different situations. That time he catches a pass, lead blocker.
And Alexander on the year, he only has 12 catches, 245 yards, 3 touchdowns as we go to 1st and 10. Option play is going to go to the first man through. That's Nelson. He's got 5, make it 6 yards before he's even touched. With that one, as we brought down Wakely, was the man to clean that one up, but a gain of about 7 on 1st down.
When you can establish that fullback dive, everything else in the playbook is open. The outside run's a little more open.
We always say that the fullback always gets 2 yards, no matter, that's what they get. Well, when getting 7, that's a very good sequence there for the Gators. Formation, 2nd down and 3. Quick pitch this time, turning back north-south, brought down at about the 4-yard line. I believe that was number 8. It's Connor Verba, his first carry of the night. And they will be in 1st and goal at about the 3-yard line.
Again, this is right down in the area of the field where Hartington-Newcastle came up empty with their last series.
Yeah, need a big step here. Wildcats still in a 3-3 stack defense. Quarterback keeper rolls in behind his blockers up front, walks into the end zone. Touchdown Gators, 10:22 to go in this opening period. And the offensive line for the Gators is very impressive.
And I believe that was a 79-yard touchdown drive, was it not, Scott? Didn't that start on the 1-yard line?
You put me on the spot, Ken.
I think
you're right, because it did. They had to flip the field. Yes, sir. And 79 yards.
We talked about how fast that first quarter went when you're running the ball like that.
It did. I thought there was a timeout called. No, it was the end of the quarter. Going for 2 now is, a bobbled snap. It's going to go up in the air, live football, and it's going to be stopped. So no good on that one. But with 10:22 to go here in the second quarter, it's 14-0, Wisner-Pilger over the Hartington-Newcastle Wildcats. Take a break. Be back in 30 seconds on the current 94.3.
With so many choices for students out there, life can become quite hectic. From choosing the right school to managing your finances, it can be hard to keep it all in check. Bank of Hartington is here to help you take the worry out of your finances. Our free Student Club checking includes all the features and benefits you'll need to start life out on the right path without the worry of hidden fees and charges. So if you're ready to enter that next stage of life, work with a 5th-generation bank who's had their roots planted firmly in Northeast Nebraska since 1934. Contact us today. Bank of Hartington, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Well, banking 6 points that time for the Gators. It's Jackson Knoll, scored regular products and services offered at Security Bank. That is my kind of bank as they get set to kick off. Wildcats in a one-man deep return look. I believe that is number 8, Jason Hymas, back deep, waiting for the kick. Kick is set to go here. This is going to be number 4, Stockton Beller, I believe. And the kick is up and fielded this time by Hymas. Hymas at the 5, goes up the right side, 20, 25. Flag is going to come flying in from the back judge, and he'll be stopped at exactly the 25-yard line. And we'll see. It looks like it's going to be a block in the back.
Hymas bringing back that kickoff. Cortez on the stop.
Referee and the back judge talking things over.
I believe, Scott, that's only our second flag of the night, is it not?
It is, yep. And that one is a flag on the Wildcats. First one went on Wisner. So 2 flags, good discipline, and you'll see that as you get into postseason play. After that block in the back now, Wildcats get marched back. As they're talking it over, they want to get the right position where that ball should be placed.
What a night in late October for the first round of the playoffs. So
yeah,
great crowd.
Perfect weather. Wildcats traveled well down here, and the home team, obviously, they got a great crowd on hand as well. Driven past this field 100 times, maybe more. Have never been in here. First time, and it's very nice facilities they have. First down and 10. Looking to pass now. Sudbeck, right side. It's got Keaton Arns, and it's going to be through his hands at the 35, and it will be second down coming up.
You know, offensive line did a nice job giving Austin time to throw, and Austin delivered a good ball, well covered. Keaton Arns is a young man that he's a senior. Really, the last half of the season has really come on big. Doesn't come off the field offensively at all. Kind of a Swiss Army knife a little bit.
Very, very quick, does everything. He's on the right side of the formation, lined up on the right side this time with King Gratzfeld. And now Arns goes in motion. Snap back, Sudbeck's got it, looking to pass again. It looks like a screen pass, and he's just going to throw it out of bounds. They were trying to set up a screen, and that is fantastic defensive play work there by the front 3 or 4 of the Gators. They immediately recognized it. And after they were let through so easy, they just decided, you know what, we've seen this before. We've got a player down for the Gators on the field. Hopefully we're not looking at anything serious here. You know, normally we see those cramps early in the season. It gets hot and things like that. But as it is, we're going to take a quick break, and we will be back in just a minute here in Wisner. Back on the Current, 94.3.
Whether it's Friday night lights or Saturday game days, around here football is more than just a game. It's tradition. And just like your favorite team, Kaiser Ag and Irrigation works hard year-round to keep things running strong. From reliable Zematic pivots to trusted local service, we're here to help your operation perform at its best. This season and every season, count on a winning team in your field. Give them a call or stop into Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hartington, your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer, and a proud supporter of our student athletes.
Credit union people are my people. Dreaming big, keeping life simple. Saving smart, living free. At Explorers Credit Union, you're just like me. We chart new trails, we stand tall. Together we rise, together we call. Credit union people are my people, it's true. And I found my crew at Explorers CU. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit explorerscu.com to join the journey today.
Kenny, I sent it to break there. As you can see the reaction of head coach A.J. Berkey. He was very frustrated when the trainers came out. They're working on their receiver, number 55. That's Jace Alexander. And during that break, they've helped him off the field.
He came off very, very tender.
Yep, he did. I've never seen a coach react like that. That was my first, uh-oh. But as it is, he's off the field under his own power. Then quickly the Wildcats ran a reverse, and Keaton Arns got 9 yards and 2.5 feet. So now the Wildcats looking at 4th and short, and they're at their own 25-yard line. Offense is going to stay out there. One wide out to the near side. That's Hymas. Sudbeck in the gun. Got a wide out to the far side as well. Now quarterback goes under center. Straightforward running. I just don't know, Kenny. It didn't look like he got there.
I think they're giving him a good mark. No, they are. They're giving it to Wisner, I believe.
Is it?
Oh, no, they gave him the first down.
It's that close. I'm surprised they didn't measure or take a look at it. But as it is, first down for the Wildcats. That was close.
Yeah, you know, that little screenplay that we talked about, just an incomplete pass, but there's a lot happened on that play in terms of Wisner recognized it early, broke it off. Sudbeck kept his composure, just threw it away.
Yep.
But the bad part is young man right now is they got hurt.
Yeah, great. I agree, though. Great execution, great coaching. Now, pistol formation for the Wildcats. Arns coming across, looking to pass right side. There's going to be caught, and it's a hook and ladder. It's going to go from Krause back to Hymas. Ain't going to go for big yards, but I like the play. Hook and ladder. That's an old school play, Kenny. It's going to go for about 6.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who gets the yardage on that one. Does Krause get it? And then it was I don't know how that goes. These stats are unofficial, but I like the play there. It's now we're looking at 2nd down and 4.
So I do think that little pattern they ran with Krause, that little hitch is going to be there all night long. They're giving him a pretty good cushion.
Absolutely. Man in motion. Arns coming to the near side of the field. Quarterback going to the far side, trying to get behind blockers. He's going to be stopped just short of the line to gain. He was running behind number 71, Colton Cavanaugh, the 220-pound junior. And they are about the length of a football, maybe a little more, make it a yard short of the first down line to gain. 8:40 to go in this opening half. 14-0 is your score. That's the best part about playoff football. Every playbook is available.
Yeah,
it is. You might not see a hook and ladder on a Friday night in September. But you get to be this time of the season, it's all out there. 3rd down and 1. Wildcats now in the gun is Subbeck. Now Hymas comes in, gets in a pistol right behind him. One wide out each side. Up and play. Quarterback keeper. He's going to have first down yardage and some. Cross midfield and going to be brought down again about 8. Subbeck on the quarterback keeper moves those chains.
Yeah, nice fake to Jason Hymas. And a fair amount of the Wisner defense went with Jason. Austin keeps it again. He's become a real capable runner.
Yep. He's about that one out of me. 1, yep, they took the decoy in the middle. And 2, that's where the trouble is, that defensive front inside. I like getting away from them. Wildcats have good speed. Getting outside on that one led to moving the chains. Ball's going to be at about the 37-yard line. They got 4 wide out, spread formation. A whistle's going to come in. And now it's going to be timeout. Timeout's taken by the Wildcats this time. Timeout's brought to you by Top Crop. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the Current 94.3.
Mount Marty is committed to excellence in nursing.
We really go the extra mile to care for our students as a whole person. My name is Crystal Diedrichsen. I am an associate professor of nursing at Mount Marty. As a Catholic Benedictine university, we can incorporate God and prayer in our regular classwork and interactions with students. And in addition to that, we care about the students in other aspects of their lives.
Start your journey at mountmarty.edu.
Scott Ulrich alongside Ken Kneifel back here in Wisner, Nebraska, Class D1. This is 8-man football of 80-yard field. And right now the ball's sitting near midfield, about the 37-yard line. Wildcats have it. It's going to be first down and 10 when we come back.
Yeah, I'm watching number 55 for Wisner on the sidelines there, Jace Alexander, who's one heck of a player. I won't speculate what the injury is, but he does not look like he's going to be coming back. No. He's very, very tender yet.
You can always tell when it looks that way. Wildcats now looking to the right side. Arns, good blocking, tries to come back against the grain in the middle of the field, still on his feet. I believe he's going to be short of that first down, but I like the pass. It's one of those Wildcats have struggled to get the run going, so let's bring the arm out of Sudbeck. We'll call it a gain of 8 and a solid play there.
Yeah, Sudbeck really is a dual threat quarterback. He throws it well, he runs it well, and like we talked about, Keaton Arns, a little bit of a Swiss Army knife. He's carried it on the reverse for a first down, caught the pass now.
Here he is lining up again on the right side by Grassfeld. Quarterback, Sudbeck is in the backfield. Nice looking left side, finds Hymas. Hymas tripped up, first down yardage. He's going to get up to about the 23-yard line, moving those chains. Again, passing the ball is the Wildcats. So, yeah, you got to be versatile. Got to change it up, and when the run inside ain't working, let's do something different.
Yeah, and Coach Fuller has a very diversified playbook. You know, you see the short passes, the option runs, the jet sweeps. A lot of different things you can go to.
We've got 4 wide receivers. And now looking right, now coming back across, looking at progression, finds Hymas left side, 10 yards, make it 15, diving into the end zone. Yes, there it is. Touchdown, Wildcats.
That was an absolutely great play by Austin Sudbeck. First of all, he had time, so credit the line. And then he looked and looked and looked, then he finds Hymas just standing by himself over on the sideline.
That Security Bank touchdown was 23 yards from Sudbeck to Hymas. Wildcats, they needed that one, Kenny.
Yes, they did. You're right.
6:38 to go in this opening half. Wildcats now on the board. In to attempt the extra point is number 5, Kane Gratzfeld. I like to say he's done a lot of kicking of these in my backyard. Root for the kid. Kick it on up. It's on its way. It's good. It's about 6.5 to go before halftime. Wildcats on the board. Your score, 14-7. They trail Wisner-Pilger. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the current 94.3.
From sunup to well after sundown, the life of a farmer is a matter of choices, and you have the choice to make the right decisions for your operation to succeed. The power is in your hands. At Security Bank, our lenders recognize the need to better understand your numbers and come up with a plan to keep your operation moving forward. You make the decisions. We make the tools to make those decisions easier. Security Bank, the right choice for the future of your operation. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Thomas for 23 yards. Extra point was good by Gratzfeld. Wildcats closed it. Both these teams, 8-man teams, go for 2 a lot of times. Right now we're looking at an 11-man score, up 14-7. The boot this time is coming off Gratzfeld's foot. It's going to hop it to 10 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
That score by Hartington-Newcastle, that was next level by Sidbeck as he stayed patient. Looking, and he finds his receiver. And again, the offensive line gave him the time to do that.
You know, when he caught the ball, he was only about 3 or 4 yards from the line of scrimmage, and then just some good blocking downfield. So I don't know if it was I'll call it a wide receiver screen set up to him, but a lot of the other players were just kind of working their way down the field, and he was open. But Sidbeck did go through his progression. That was very easy to see.
Yeah, it looked like he was almost like a safety valve.
Wildcats now 4-man front, trying to change things up. Pitch to the man in the back. That's going to be Beller. Beller contacted at the line of scrimmage. Short gain. So the Wildcats come out of their 3-3 stack defense, and they go into a 4-down lineman. I like the change. One of those. See how this reacts to it.
Yeah.
Collier making the initial stop.
So let's call it a gain of 2. As Beller, and now several players checking in, this time for the Gators. Same formations, 4-man front for the Wildcats. I formation for the Gators. Hand off, quarterback keeper now is going to turn north-south. Follow Beller straight up forward, and a big hit. That time Gruch making a big hit on the quarterback. That was Nell, and call it another gain of 2. Be 3rd down and 5. So on this one, the defense is stepping up big.
Yeah, I think you're right. That change they've made to the 4-man front, and
head coach Rusty Fuller's 8 yards out on the field. I can almost hear him yelling from here, getting instructions out. 4-man front again. I formation. Handoff is to the fullback. I believe that's Nelson. A gain of a couple. And now there's just an entire mash of bodies out there, and now they do call it stop. He is short of the line to gain. Give him a gain of about 2. So I think they got 6 yards, 2, and 2 on that one. And the Wildcats defense stepped up, forcing 4th down and about 2 is what the official tally is. And now the Gators looking at the sideline. Knowles coming in with the instructions from the coaching staff. It looks like they're going for it.
It does.
Ball is on their own, call it 13. Check that, 23. A lot of players are in the way. It is, they're going for it. Back to Beller, he's gonna get it. The defense held tight, stopped short, and that was Collier making the stop. Number 58 for the Wildcats. A solid play by Kipton Collier, and the Wildcats have it deep in Gator territory.
Boy, what an unbelievable defensive stand that was. For Wisner moved the ball pretty much at will the first 2 series, and the Wildcats just stoned him on the series of 4 downs.
I'll give a thumbs up from across the field over to defensive coordinator Mike Johnson, switching from the 3-3. I'm sure there was coaches, they all got together, but he's the defensive coordinator, so that's why I got to mention him. But they switched that up and totally changed how this game now is flowing. Pass tipped up high, looking for Krause, and it could have been picked off. getting their hands up. And that was something I was worried about as we looked at these defensive linemen. They're so tall, 6'3", 6'5". They get their hand up in that passing lane, and that was one of those almost trouble spots.
Yeah, well coached there. They're not going to get there in terms of sacking the quarterbacks to get the hands up to see if they can deflect the pass.
Good deflection, stops the clock.
Yeah, these two teams are well coached.
I totally agree with that statement. Now 2nd down and 10, 4:27 to go before half. Wildcats trail 14-7 in the pistol formation now. Hymas right behind Sudbeck. Option, hands it off to Hymas. Right side, contacted, and he's going to get a gain of a couple more. He was contacted about 2 yards, and now a late penalty flag comes flying in from the side judge.
And I think you're going to have that on number 5 for Wisner, Blaine Beller. I think that's who they're going to call this on.
I didn't see it. I just happened to look down at that time, and personal foul, yes, it is. It's going to be on Wisner, so that's a 15-yarder.
Boy,
I got to give credit to the side judge. The height on that flag was impressive. It was about 17 feet.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, Scott. About 5 or 7 minutes of game time ago, Wisner was completely in control of this, and now all the momentum is on the Wildcat side.
I kind of had that same feeling, like, uh-oh, we better do something. Now the Wildcats are doing it after marching that one off. 1st down and goal. Quarterback keeper, rolling right side. He's going to walk in. Austin Sudbeck. He wasn't even touched. From 12, make that 9 yards out. Sudbeck rolls it in and now makes it 14-13 with 4:10 to go before the half.
Well, this is what we somewhat expected, Scott. We thought coming down that these two teams were pretty evenly matched, and thus far that's the way it's played out.
Absolutely.
But right now the momentum is all on the side of the Wildcats.
On to attempt the extra point is going to be Gratzfeld. Snap. The hold. Kick is on its way. It's up. It's good. Gratzfeld is 2 for 2, and we're all tied up here in Wisner. This is 2nd quarter action of the Nebraska State High School football playoffs from Wisner. Hartington-Newcastle has tied it up 14-14. Back to Wisner in 30 seconds on the Current 94.3.
Irrigation, who needs it? After this wet summer, maybe that thought has crossed your mind. Every growing year is different. Christensen Well and Irrigation wants to help you prepare for the seasons ahead. They recommend pulling your irrigation pump if it's been in the ground 20 years or more. Assessing your pump during the fall and winter avoids breakdowns during the growing season. Call 402-254-6809 or visit christensenwell.com. Christensen Well and Irrigation of Hartington and Wakefield is a certified Renke Irrigation Systems dealer.
Kickoff for the Wildcats going to go on the left side of the formation to go out of bounds. A penalty flag will come in, and this will be a procedure penalty against the Wildcats for kicking out of bounds. As it is, score big with the products and services offered at Top Crop, as well as Security Bank. As now that touchdown has brought things back up 14-14 and all tied up. I did not expect to see that happen that quickly.
No, not that quickly. You know, that early it was all Wisner-Pilger. Hartington-Newcastle's made some adjustments. Now we'll see if Wisner-Pilger is able to make adjustments to what Hartington adjusted to.
Penalty flag now as Wildcats will re-kick. Ball goes back to the 25. And now it will go down, and there comes a late whistle. Yes, the referee was right on top of that one as Beller fielded it at the 10 and tried to take off, but he fielded it with a knee down, and that's where they are going to start. Critical mistake there by the young man.
Yeah, right now, like I said, everything is coming up Hartington-Newcastle right now. They've got, 4 minutes left. If they can make a stand, they should take over in good field position right before the end of the half.
Get some field position, maybe look at a score. Up for checking in late for the Wildcats, yelling out instructions. And there's that 4-man defensive front, 2 linebackers and a couple of corners. Direct snap this time is going to go to Knoll. Diving straight forward, and Collier comes over the top and stops him. He hit him at the line of scrimmage, and by the time he was done, he was 2 yards back. No gain. It'll be second down. Well, we've talked enough about the Gators defensive front and Wildcat defensive front. They're looking good as well.
Yeah, Kavanaugh, Collier, Kneifel, Gruch, Wakely.
Second down and 10. And they got, as a corner tonight, is going to be Krause. He's got that height advantage on the offensive side, so they thought they'd put him out on the defensive side. Now snap's going to go back. Schoolhouse left. Nothing is there. Wildcats, it's Kavanaugh. And Gruch making a stop. A loss of 4. It'll be third down.
Yeah, they've completely taken over the line of scrimmage. And we'll see what Wisner comes. They're back now. What, a 9-yard line?
Yeah, backed up inside your own 10.
About
Kenny,
3 minutes left.
You have to give me a report because I know you work with the coaching staff week in and week out and daily. I want to know what they said to him after that first quarter. It wasn't, come on, boys.
No. Oh, it was probably a one-way conversation. Boy, they responded.
They are responding. Third down and 12 inside their own 10 now is the Gators. Quarterback, and now a sneak play. It's going to go to Nelson. Kind of a almost mini reverse. Goes back against the grain. He's going to be run down from behind, that time by Upfer. A nifty little play. It was one of those, like the quarterback kind of ran circles around him and kind of hit him in the ball.
Yeah, it really was. But now Wisner has an interesting decision to make. You've got a 4th and 1 at your own 20-yard line.
They tried that just a couple minutes ago.
They don't want to give it back to the Wildcats.
This to me looks like this is strategy. So Noel's standing off to the side with the coaching staff, and he's right next to the side judge. They're just burning the clock down.
Yeah, exactly.
Give the Wildcats no time, and it looks like we're going to have a punt coming up. But right now, we're going to have a top crop timeout. We're going to take it with them back to Wisner in 1 minute on the current 94.3.
Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
With so many choices for students out there, life can become quite hectic. From choosing the right school to managing your finances, it can be hard to keep it all in check. Bank of Hartington is here to help you take the worry out of your finances. Our free Student Club checking includes all the features and benefits you'll need to start life out on the right path without the worry of hidden fees and charges. So if you're ready to enter that next stage of life, work with a 5th-generation bank who's had their roots planted firmly in Northeast Nebraska since 1934. Contact us today. Bank of Hartington, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Fourth down, snapback's going to go to Knoll. Get a good kickoff. It's going to be fielded at the 28 behind us. Spins around a man and is going to go off out of bounds. Wildcats will have it on the 38-yard line of the Gators. So they cross midfield, Kenny. First down and 10, 1:43 to go. Wildcats still have 2 timeouts and over a minute and a half to go.
Yeah, they've got more than enough time.
Especially when the last couple of series have just looked different. The defense looked different, and so did the offense. I guess they woke up. 4 wideouts in the gun now. Fake the first one, nowhere to go, and now he's going to go right side. Keaton Arns misses breaks a tackle, comes across the 35, is going to be tackled at the 32. Call it a gain of 7 on first down.
Again, Austin Sibek does a nice job keeping his poise, finds his safety valve, and Arns turns it into a 6-yard gain.
In a hurry up now, in the gun, looking somewhere, and now a timeout is going to be taken by the Gators. So 1:20 to go before the half. We're going to take another quick one, and we'll come back and finish this first half. This Top Crop timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the current 94.3.
Whether it's Friday night lights or Saturday game days, around here football is more than just a game. It's tradition. And just like your favorite team, Kaiser Ag and Irrigation works hard year-round to keep things running strong. From reliable Zematic pivots to trusted local service, we're here to help your operation perform at its best. This season and every season, count on a winning team in your field. Give them a call or stop into Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hartington, your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer and a proud supporter of our student athletes.
That top crop timeout brings us back here to Wisner, Nebraska. A minute 20 to go before half. We are all tied up at 14. We were talking in our shortened pregame that we knew this was going to be a close game. It was just going to be on paper. Everything said this is going to be close, right. And that's exactly what we're getting. Wildcats now on second down. Spread formation. Now coming across is Keaton Arns, and now flag comes in. This will be a procedure, I believe. Nope, it's going to be a false start. Critical play. It was a design quarterback keeper.
Yeah, really, with where they are at the field and a minute 19 left, the entire playbook still within reach. And like, Scott, we touched on, you got to give the Wildcat coaches a lot of credit right now, because that first quarter was all Wisner-Pilger. And this second quarter has been all Hartington-Newcastle.
It was pretty rough. I'll be the first to admit, and I did not see him. This was my fourth Wildcat game this year. I did not see him run a lot of four-man front defense. It was usually a lot of 3-3 stack. And now quarterback in the gun looking, and Subek's going to air it downfield. Right side caught at the 20, 15, diving down in and throwing out of bounds. That is Hymas. He's going to be thrown out of bounds at the 11. Wildcats, a big play on second down.
Again, the unsung part of that play is the time that offensive line is giving Austin. He's get to stand back there and look over all his options. And you just saw, how strong an arm he has. His older brother Riley had a strong arm, and Austin's right there too.
Absolutely. He's got that tall, lanky look about him, and just patient. Had a nice pass and catch there. Moved those chains just out of first and goal range. Fake the reverse, and now Subek, quarterback, keeper up. He's going to be brought down at about the 8. Call it a gain of 3 on first down. So second down, and I'll call it a long 7. Clock rolling now, 56 seconds. Wildcats still have 2 timeouts. In the gun is Subek, looks left. He's got a man. Caught. Hymas, no, he's going to drop it, and there was a whole bunch of Wildcat fans right down in front. If you could hear the oohs and ahs, I thought he had it. If he could have caught that, he would have walked in the end zone. But it's one of those, the positioning of it, he had his hands in the up position, and he kind of had to turn around. He was caught in the middle of nowhere. You see that. It doesn't matter if you're Friday, Saturday, or Sunday.
That's right.
You can get your hands caught in the wrong direction, and you're just in trouble. Third down and 7. We're set to go here. One wide out each side. Hymas to the right. Arns to the left. Arns in motion. Quarterback surveying the field. Sidesteps a man. Spins. Comes off another. It's going to be close. Inside the 5. And now a whistle comes down. He's going to be short. 38 seconds. See what the Wildcats do here. And it looks like they will let the clock roll down. So nice gain of about 4. Do you go for the big points, or do you take the sure-footed Gratzfeld, Kenny? What do you do?
That's a great question.
You take points when you can get them. Don't leave 3 out there.
Your point about how for a high school kicker, Gratzfeld's about as sure as it gets.
He's good. He's really good, and he's young. And right now, a timeout's going to come in 3 seconds. We're going to keep it right here and close out this first half. Gratzfeld, one of those kids, we're all small towns. It's one of those, every kid in town, and my kids, their kids, everybody winds up in certain backyards, and he's good kicking. He's practiced a lot in the backyard, so I've seen him kick. I hope he gets a chance to kick it. However, if they go for the touchdown, I understand.
Yeah, you got to feel too the offense has been just rolling.
Yeah.
You gotta like their chances. Either way, it's obviously a huge play. Wisner-Pilger will get the second half kick. So a score here would kind of keep them ahead of that possession
I'm not sure if I like the points more or the momentum, but the momentum is going to be big if you can convert here, no matter what it is. Just take the momentum going to halftime, knowing that you were down at one point 14-0.
Right.
So
looks like they're going to go offensive.
No, they are
going to kick it, aren't they?
Yep,
they are going to kick it.
It was offensive, and then at the last second, it looked like a first grader threw out the tee, and now set to hold it for the Wildcats is going to be Austin Sudbeck. We'll see if this is a true kick. Gratzfeld, this kick is going to be from about 21 yards, and now timeout by the Gators. This timeout brought to you by Top Crop. We're going to keep this here. This is just too good to send it away, but that would have been it's close. 21-yard field goal is basically an extra point.
Yeah, and he's got plenty of leg. The Wildcats generally protect the kicks well. This is just kind of a fun game to watch from the coaching standpoint. The back and forth, the adjustments, the gamemanship.
Okay, it feels like some kind of Wheel of Fortune or Price Right thing. Do you change your offensive strategy now, or do you stick with your original choice of door number one and kick the field goal?
I got to believe they're going to stay with it now. But
I don't have any experience with head coach A.J. Berkey.
I don't either.
But I give him an A+ here through that first half.
Oh, I visited with him a little bit down on the field before the game, and very focused, very cordial coach. So I enjoyed the few minutes I got to spend with him.
It's Berkey versus Fuller and the teams here in this first half.
Now the offense is back.
Wildcats come out, gunslinging in the backfield. It's going to be Sudbeck looking somewhere to go. Snap back. It's going to go reverse. Arns, he's diving, trying to get in.
He dives
in and he got it. Touchdown. No. The post is knocked down. The orange post of the goal line is knocked down where he dove in for it. And now the referees are discussing it. And
they're going to half.
That is it. We have a bad angle, so we'll just let it go at that. But as it is, he's called out of bounds. At the end of the first half of play, a crazy first half, we're all tied up at 14. We're sent it to break. We'll come back. We'll have the halftime show back in a couple of minutes on the Current 94.3.
Credit union people are my people. Dreaming big, keeping life simple. Saving smart, living free. At Explorers Credit Union, you're just like me. We chart new trails, we stand tall. Together we rise, together we call. Credit union people are my people, it's true. And I found my crew at Explorers CU. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit explorerscu.com to join the journey today.
From sunup to well after sundown, the life of a farmer is a matter of choices, and you have the choice to make the right decisions for your operation to succeed. The power is in your hands. At Security Bank, our lenders recognize the need to better understand your numbers and come up with a plan to keep your operation moving forward. You make the decisions. We make the tools to make those decisions easier. Security Bank, the right choice for the future of your operation. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When it comes to Friday night football, teamwork makes the difference. And when it comes to your fields, trust Christensen Well and Irrigation, your local Ranky dealer. From wells and pumps to irrigation systems, Christensen Well has the experience and service you can count on to keep your operation running strong. This season, keep your crops in winning shape with the field leader in irrigation. Christensen Well and Irrigation in Hartington, a proud supporter of our area student athletes. Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more. Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
With so many choices for students out there, life can become quite hectic. From choosing the right school to managing your finances, it can be hard to keep it all in check. Bank of Hartington is here to help you take the worry out of your finances. Our free Student Club checking includes all the features and benefits you'll need to start life out on the right path without the worry of hidden fees and charges. So if you're ready to enter that next stage of life, work with a fifth-generation bank who's had their roots planted firmly in Northeast Nebraska since 1934. Contact us today. Bank of Hartington, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Scott Ulrich back in Wisner, Nebraska. The number 19 ranked Hartington-Newcastle Wildcats trailed 14-0 after one quarter, and then got things going in that second quarter, and then ended on a very controversial call. I don't like questioning referees in this situation. They have a great vantage point, but when the pylon got knocked over, everybody reacted the same, like, okay, he dove in, he hit it with the football, but the referee had a better angle and said, no, he stepped out of bounds, and that was the official call. That's how we ended the first half. 14-14. Let's go over those scoring plays, and they are at the first quarter, 6:08 of the opening period. Noel, a 1-yard touchdown run, and he also ran in the 2-point conversion. After one quarter, it was 8-0. Then to start things out in that second quarter, 10:22 mark, Noel, a 4-yard touchdown run, 2-point conversion again was no good, and then it's where it's at 14-0. Then the Wildcats got things going. They changed their defense. They went to a 4-man front instead of a 3-3 defense. That's 3 down linemen, and they switched it up to 4. And then the Wildcats offense also got going. 6:30 to go in the first half. Subek to Hymas for 23 yards through the air. And the extra point was good by Gratzfeld, 14-7 at that point. 4:11 on the clock. Sudbeck, a 9-yard run. The extra point was good by Gratzfeld, all tied up at 14. And that was the wild and crazy first half. So those were the opening scoring. Kenny, what's your thoughts after one half?
Well, the first quarter was all Wisner-Pilger. They marched the ball at will down the field. Hartington-Newcastle actually got held, remember, down at the 1-yard line. But other than that, it was all Wisner-Pilger. And then the second quarter was completely Hartington-Newcastle. And, that last play was incredible from the standpoint of way over here. You see the pylon get knocked down. You think, well, he got in. Like you said, he must have stepped out. Yep. But still, I've been impressed with the coaching, gamesmanship back and forth. The line play, I think, has been what we thought it probably would be. It seemed like early Wisner-Pilger owned it, and then the second quarter Hartington-Newcastle.
I agree.
But your observation about that 4-man front was huge.
Yeah, very, very different game, and we'll see how these coaches adjust. This has been the Halftime Report brought to you by Christensen Well and Irrigation, built on over 50 years of experience in a water well drilling industry. Your local Ranke Irrigation Systems dealer. Visit them on Facebook or at christensenwell.com. We'll take a break, come back. Let's break things down and talk the stats. Back in Wisner in 2 minutes on the Current 94.3.
Whether it's Friday night lights or Saturday game days, around here football is more than just a game, it's tradition. And just like your favorite team, Kaiser Ag and Irrigation works hard year-round to keep things running strong. From reliable Zematic pivots to trusted local service, we're here to help your operation perform at its best. This season and every season, count on a winning team in your field. Give them a call or stop into Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hartington, your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer, and a proud supporter of our student athletes.
We're passionate about getting yearly mammograms because 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer. You can get a yearly mammogram to detect it early. Would it help if I requested nicely? Please, could you be so kind as to get a mammo? Or singing it. Get your mammogram starting at 40. Or with a British accent. Schedule your mammo with an Avera Breast Center at avera.org/breast or call 888-422-1410.
New inventory to the Moody Motor Lot this week include a 2024 Crew Cab Lariat Diesel with the 8-foot box, a really sharp 2020 F-150 Crew Cab with the Sport Appearance Package, and a 2023 F-150 Crew Cab XLT with the 6.5-foot box. On the SUV side is a 2015 Cadillac Escalade and a 2023 High Country Suburban. Stop in and check out our newly expanded inventory right here at Moody Motors in Nyborough.
Credit union people are my people. Dreaming big, keeping life simple. Saving smart, living free. At Explorers Credit Union, you're just like me. We chart new trails, we stand tall. Together we rise, together we call. Credit union people are my people, it's true. And I found my crew at Explorers CU. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit explorerscu.com to join the journey today.
I'm Scott. He is Kenny back here in Wisner, Nebraska. First round playoff action, the Nebraska State High School football playoffs. Hartington-Newcastle all tied up with Wisner-Pilger, 14 apiece. Let's take a look at the stats and break things down. You always get a good feel of how this game is going. We'll take care of Wisner-Pilger first. The number 14 seed, they're 6-2 on the year. Wildcats 19 seed, they're 6-2 as well. Everything at bottom is just on paper. It should be 14 apiece on the scoreboard. As it is, Wisner-Pilger, they ran 24 plays in that first half. Wildcats ran 25. Wisner-Pilger, though, had them for 23 rushes, 1 pass play. Jackson Knoll, he was the leading rusher. He only had 16 yards. He was kind of bottled up, but he did have 2 touchdowns in that first half. Blaine Beller had 49 on 6 carries. And Logan Nelson in the fullback position had 9 carries for 53 yards. Connor Verba did have 1 carry for 9. Jackson Knoll, that 1 pass for 18 was caught by Jace Alexander. And as we mentioned in the quarter, it looks like he was knocked out of this game.
Yeah.
So we'll see. He is their main pass catching person. There's only 1 pass play in that first half, and I think we'll see if that continues. Also depends on the score. Now for the Wildcats, as mentioned, there are 25 plays. They were broke down a little more evenly. 14 rushes, 9 pass plays. Austin Sudbeck, he has 58 yards on 10 carries on the ground, 1 touchdown. Jason Hymas, only 3 carries in that first half. Pretty quiet there for Hymas, one of the leading backs for the Wildcats. He has 7 yards total on those 3 carries. And then Keaton Arns, 1 carry for 9 yards. Sudbeck is 7 for 9 for 84 yards, 1 touchdown. His first pass went for 8 yards, then he had 2 incompletions, and after that he strung them back together. He's got 6 in a row. And one of those was a 23-yard touchdown pass play to Hymas. Hymas has 3 grabs, 55 yards, and 1 touchdown. Mason Krause, only 1 target in that first half. He caught it for 6 yards. Gabe Reyes had the first play of the game for 8 yards, and Keaton Arns had 2 grabs for 15. Those are the stats from the first half. Take another quick break. Come back. We'll have second half action here in Wisner. Back in 2 minutes on the current 94.3.
Mount Marty is committed to excellence in nursing.
We really go the extra mile to care for our students as a whole person. My name is Crystal Diedrichsen. I am an associate professor of nursing at Mount Marty. As a Catholic Benedictine university, we can incorporate God and prayer in our regular classwork and interactions with students. And in addition to that, we care about the students in other aspects of their lives.
Start your journey at mountmarty.edu.
From sunup to well after sundown, the life of a farmer is a matter of choices, and you have the choice to make the right decisions for your operation to succeed. The power is in your hands. At Security Bank, our lenders recognize the need to better understand your numbers and come up with a plan to keep your operation moving forward. You make the decisions. We make the tools to make those decisions easier. Security Bank, the right choice for the future of your operation. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When it comes to Friday night football, teamwork makes the difference. And when it comes to your fields, trust Christensen Well and Irrigation, your local Ranky dealer. From wells and pumps to irrigation systems, Christensen Well has the experience and service you can count on to keep your operation running strong. This season, keep your crops in winning shape with the field leader in irrigation. Christensen Well and Irrigation in Hartington, a proud supporter of our area student athletes. Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
Scott Ulrich, Ken Kneifel back in Wisner, Nebraska for tonight's Class D1 matchup. Number 19, Hartington-Newcastle facing number 14, Wisner-Pilger. The Gators were up by 14, and now the Wildcats have tied it up 14-14, and that's where we sit. Let's jump into our out-of-town scoreboard. I mentioned earlier that we were the late games. A bunch of them already completed. In the class of D1 in the state of Nebraska, there's 32 teams made the playoffs. Ironically, the Wildcats played 4 teams who qualified for the state tournament. One of them was actually ineligible because of class changes and such, but there was 4. They're ranked and they could have made it. So 4 are there, and the Gators also had 4 teams that they played who made the state tournament. Number 1, Shelby Rising City. They were winners tonight over the number 32 seed Boyd County team, 44-22. A couple of games I'll just mention that are of Northeast Nebraska concern. Number 17, Bloomfield, playing the number 16 seeded Sutton Mustangs. Sutton, a very good team down the stretch, but it's the Bees taking them down. 34-26, Bloomfield moves on to the next round, and they will play Shelby Rising City. Get my bracket up here, bracket to load. They will play Shelby Rising City, the number 1 seeded, next week. Number 9, Pender. That game at the half, it shows 34-6 over Meade. Guardian Angels Central Catholic from West Point, the 25 seed. Close game against number 8, Lord Central Catholic. Guardian Angels, they trail 14-6. That is at the end of the 3rd quarter. Crofton, the number 5 seed. The Warriors have been on a tear the last few weeks. It almost got to that century mark. Kimball drove all that way to Crofton and lost 90-20. The Warriors are playing state championship football. Look to see how that goes. North Platte St. Patrick's Johnson Brock game gone final. Johnson Brock winners over the St. Pat's 50-30. Stanton, they were a state champion not that long ago. They come in, they were the number 29 ranked team in the state, and they knock off so far the number 4 Ravenna team in that game late in the second half. 40-32 is where they sit. The winner of this game will face Sandy Creek, the number 3 seed, or the number 30th seed, Exeter Milligan Friend. And at the end of the first half, it's all Sandy Creek, 32-6. Wausau Osmond, they're up big and won over Summerland, 36-6. Plainview winners over Alma, 43-8. And Elkhorn Valley, they fall to Dundee County Stratton, the number 2 seeded, 49-6. That is our out-of-town scoreboard. We are ready to roll with second half action. Kenny, do you stick with that 4-man front?
I don't think there's any doubt, Scott. You know, when you think of that first half, Scott, it's 14-14. And Hartington-Newcastle, again, we talked about when they got held inside the 5 down at the 1, and then they had to play right at the end of the half, was right at the goal line. They're about maybe 6 or 8 feet away from being up 14. And then I think we're going to see all we want to know about this second half on this first series to see if Wisner-Pilger can adjust to that 4-man front.
Absolutely.
Because they went nowhere after that change.
Squib kick down the middle. It's going to be fielded this time by Beller at the 5. Turns right side and is going to be knocked and brought down right near the 20. As it is, that halftime report brought to you by Christensen Well and Irrigation, built on over 50 years of experience in a water well drilling industry. Your local Ranke irrigation system dealer. Visit them on Facebook or at christensenwell.com. Thank you for sticking around. And we are ready to go. Wildcats defense is out there. I already can see 4 big guys lined up. They're ready to go. They're going to stay in that until they're forced to come out of it. It just makes sense at this point.
And you noted in the stats, Scott, that Noel has 2 touchdowns, but he doesn't have a lot of yards. Hasn't hurt him tremendously.
Handoff this time to Beller. Quick pitch to backfield. Breaks a tackle and ultimately brought down Ashton Wakely. That young man, I keep hearing his name, is going to the college ranks. And he hit Beller so hard. Now Beller is on his back and there is an injury timeout. That was a big hit.
Yeah, and he came from the other side of the defensive line.
Gain of about 4. It was the kind of play looked like could have knocked the wind out of him. Again, we will never speculate, but we're going to keep it here for a minute. Is there any public news we can talk about with him? And I say as in public audience, referring to what his plans are for football?
Well, I know he's intending to play college football. He's focused on several of the schools. I think right now up in South Dakota a little bit, but I just wonder if he's not going to hear more and more. And you know, a couple of kids that are injured, both Brandon Kelly and Braden Lammers was getting some college interest also before they got hurt.
Excellent. Back live to the action now. Quarterback keeper turning north-south. Tackled in the backfield. Wrapping up. Nowhere to go. That time was Knoll. A gain of no yards. Might even have been a loss of 1 in on that tackle. There was a host of them, but we'll give credit on this one to the Wildcats number 50, Aiden Collier. And now it'll be 3rd down and 5. Definitely some interest there. Wakely just has that. You can teach football knowledge, but you can't teach height and physicality and that size, and he has it.
Right. Exactly.
4-man front on 3rd and 5. I formation. Knoll under center. He's got Nelson. And he's going to roll out, look at a pass. Come back over the top. Screen pass near side. It's going to be caught by the deep back. Tackled this time. A solid tackle by Upfer. And almost a late hit is going to come in. It was just a careful momentum, but solid tackle right in near midfield was Upfer. And making that catch was number 8, Connor Verba.
Yeah, well executed screenplay by Wisner-Pilger.
So 1st down right near midfield, handoff. Nelson, straightforward running through the linebackers into the secondary. Tackle this time, it's going to go, tackle made by Austin Sudbeck. And there it is, another 11-yard run. That one on 1st down, and the Gators moving the chains. Gain of 11, it's at 30, make that 29-yard line right in front of us. We're set up at about the 30. And now the Gators taking their time coming up to the formation. They've got a couple different players in the backfield. It's going to be a direct snap to Knoll. Give him a gain of 1, maybe 2. Some new players on the field that time. Number 24, Edwin Cortez, a sophomore, along with number 51. That was Aiden McBride. Interesting to see players on the field in that running back formation that we haven't seen yet tonight for Wisner-Pilger.
Yeah, it looks like Beller, who got hurt earlier, is moving around pretty good on the sideline. I would look for him to be back.
Snap, direct snap this time is going to go to Nelson. Nelson breaks it out the right side. He's going to be tackled. Great position play by the defensive end. That was Krause, forcing him to kind of turn back to the middle, and where he had help from Wakely along with Upfer. Gain of a couple, short play on that one. It will bring up, again, 3rd down and almost 6 on this play.
Yeah, Beller's back in now. Again, we've got 4-down territory.
Yeah, Beller and Knoll. Beller's been a little more, I'll call physical, and Knoll just hasn't been able to get anything going. Fake the handoff. Now they do give it to Beller. Beller off the left side. Breaks the tackle. Off to the races. And he's going to be brought down by a shoestring tackle at the 10. A gain of 19. Coming back from that last injury play.
A little counter action there by Wisner. That was kind of an old staple of Blair Colleen's offense back in the day. Double tight eye formation. Very well blocked up front.
We ran that double counter, fake one. You don't know who's got it, and they're kind of a crisscross, who's getting it, and a lot of confusion as it is now. It's going to be a man in motion. That is Beller going to come across, and now quarterback keeper right behind him and breaking off the tackle, bring him short gain. Knoll's going to be brought down. I believe that was Kipton Collier in on the tackle again.
Hey, you said Noel's got a couple touchdowns, but any yard he's earned tonight's been earned.
Noel on the year before the game, 805 yards on 84 carries. He's averaging 9.6 a carry, and he is not getting that tonight. I don't have him for a rush over 10. Quarterback under center, Noel, and a confusion in the backfield. Kind of a broken play. They do get it to the fullback, and he goes forward, positive yards. But and now there's going to be another injured player in the backfield for the Gators. Yeah. That was one of those where the quarterback ran into the fullback. I think Nelson was the person rushing that up. We'll give him about 4 yards on it. They got a lineman of theirs down in the backfield. It looks like he's just...
I think it's number 70.
We're right on Highway 275. If you can... it sounds like a cruise ship going by, that semi-truck honking. A lot of fun here as you're got the highway in the background. Number 70 now is walking off the field for Hartington-Newcastle, Wisner-Pilger. And that's Corbin Anthony, one of their starters, a 260-pound senior. Kind of grabbing up around his collarbone. He will take a break. Right now it is third down, and it's going to be third and goal at the 1. We're on the ready-to-go signal. I formation. Noel, Nelson, and Beller in a line. Hand off to Nelson. Right side, he's going to walk in. Touchdown, Gators. They got that one going there, Kenny. Once they started going, it felt downhill the whole way.
Yes, it did. Again, back and forth we go.
Back and forth. A little bit of a stall through that second quarter, but now in the third quarter, 7.5 to go in this third quarter. Wildcats trail by 6 after that touchdown. That fullback position is very efficient from Nelson.
Yeah, he's playing a nice ball game.
Now 3 in the backfield. It's going to be an option play. Handoff again. Nelson's got him, and nowhere to go. Collier's got him wrapped up. This game could come down to 2-point conversions or extra points with 7:31 to go in this third quarter. Wildcats trail 20-14. Back to Wisner in 1 minute on the current 94.3.
With so many choices for students out there, life can become quite hectic. From choosing the right school to managing your finances, it can be hard to keep it all in check. Bank of Hartington is here to help you take the worry out of your finances. Our free Student Club checking includes all the features and benefits you'll need to start life out on the right path without the worry of hidden fees and charges. So if you're ready to enter that next stage of life, work with a fifth-generation bank who's had their roots planted firmly in Northeast Nebraska since 1934. Contact us today. Bank of Hartington, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Whether it's Friday night lights or Saturday game days, around here football is more than just a game, it's tradition. And just like your favorite team, Kaiser Ag and Irrigation works hard year-round to keep things running strong. From reliable Zematic pivots to trusted local service, we're here to help your operation perform at its best. This season and every season, count on a winning team in your field. Give them a call or stop into Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hartington, your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer and a proud supporter of our student athletes.
Kaiser Ag brings us back here. Kickoff's going to go fielded by the up back. That's Keaton Orange across the 30, 35, right down at the 36-yard line. A solid 17-yard run on that return. And now we got another player down on the field. Is that Noel for the Gators? I believe that is Jackson Noel. His trainers are out on the field. Well, it's a very physical game, Kenny.
Yeah,
that's just how it is. Early in the season, we see a lot of this, and it's cramping, either conditioning or they're dehydrated. That's not where we're at in the season. This is just very physical here. So we're going to take a break. Come back. We'll have more football here in Wisner. Back in a little bit on the current 94.3.
We're passionate about getting yearly mammograms because 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer. You can get a yearly mammogram to detect it early. Would it help if I requested nicely? Please, could you be so kind as to get a mammo? Or singing it. Get your mammogram starting at 40. Or with a British accent. Schedule your mammo with an Avera Breast Center at avera.org/breast or call 888-422-1410.
Wildcats have it on first down. They're looking right. They got a man who's open. That is Krause. He initially caught, and it's going to be knocked out of his hands. In on the coverage for the Gators was Beller. But the storyline of that last one, it was Knoll that he came off.
It was.
Very gingerly. It looked like he was going to be there for a while, so we thought we'd send it to break. And as soon as we did, he gets up and comes off the field. But we'll keep an eye on that one as it goes along. Second down and 10, spread formation. 2 wideouts far, 2 to the near. Subek in the gun, looking, now scrambling, and now to his outlet to the left side. He's going to find Krause, and it's going to hit the ground before it got to him, so his pass was short. So incomplete. A couple of incompletions there on first and second down. I like the passing, though, and the direction they're going.
Yeah, the offensive line, again, is giving him all kinds of time to throw the ball.
Yeah, it's got plenty of time, and then a little scrambling going on where he moves around in the pocket. Not sure if they're on the 36-yard line. I'm not sure. It just doesn't feel like this has to be a fourth down territory. Not in this stage of the game, but Wildcats have it. Spread formation, looking to go, and now he's going to air it out deep right side. Keaton Arns goes up strong, and it's caught by Arns. The referees are conferring. Yes, caught, brought down at the 10-yard line. That is a 34-yard passing catch. It was almost one of those where the defender and the offense had at the same time, and now the referees are going to talk about it. Yes, first down. There's the signal. Initially, Arns had it, and then the defender came in, and they both had it. And Arns, once he stood up, he was like, no, it's mine.
The Wisner-Pilger coaches are disagreeing, but I think they got that call right.
I do too. Now Subek, left side, bounces off a defender, dives in. He's going to be short of the line to gain. He's going to be about the 4, make it 5-yard line, and it will be second down for the Wildcats here after that almost 5-yard run.
See, Scott, I think the last 2 plays show some of the development among us. Keaton Arns, like I said, the last 5-6 ball games, it just seems like he's come on and has been a playmaker for this offense. And then you saw Austin Sudbeck with the run, about a 5 or 6 yard run. He got hit pretty good after about a yard gain and was able to shake free. His development as a runner.
Absolutely, both of them developing well. Second down and a long 4. And now a flag is going to come in. That flag is going to be on the left wide out. I believe that was Arns. It might have been on 1, and he started to lean. He just couldn't stop the lean, so penalty on the Wildcats going to put him back.
Yeah, and he's standing right there in front of the official. He's not going to get away with anything.
No. It's only the 3rd flag on the Wildcats so far. The ball is at the 10-yard line, and so it's going to be second down and is it right there? They got the chains moved out there, so I believe it's second and goal is probably what this is from the 9, right, the 9 or 10. As it is, direct quarterback, keeper, straightforward running, cross the linebackers, puts his head down to Subek, and now he's going to be wrapped up, stopped short of the goal line. See where they officially mark him down. I got him about the 3.
I think he can get a first down without scoring, though, Scott.
It looks like it is the chain gang is over there on the side. And now players getting reset. A couple of them checking in for the Wildcats. And the head coach for the Gators are saying, come on, crowd, make some noise. Wildcats in their set. Now off to the right side is Hymas. Quarterback keeper, straight forward. He's just looking for a hole. Wrapped up by some big linemen, and there it is. Touchdown, Wildcats. He didn't get in by much. He had That big nose guard, Reagan wrap him up right at the initial point of contact, but he was able to lean in for the score. Nice. Solid run there by Sudback.
This will give the Wildcats really their first opportunity for the lead. Although they were just inches away from it, right before the half.
On to attempt the extra point for the Wildcats. Now they've tied it up at 20 with 5:02 to go in the third quarter. Is Gratzfeld. Snap. Hold is down by Sudback. Kick is up and it's blocked. Would we expect anything different?
Right, exactly.
Big old lineman there for the Gators. Blocked that one. So with 5:02 to go in this third quarter, we are all tied up at 20. Back with the kickoff here in Wisner in 1 minute on the current 94.3.
New inventory to the Moody Motor Lot this week include a 2024 Crew Cab Lariat Diesel with the 8-foot box, a really sharp 2020 F-150 Crew Cab with the Sport Appearance Package, and a 2023 F-150 Crew Cab XLT with the 6.5-foot box. On the SUV side is a 2015 Cadillac Escalade and a 2023 High Country Suburban. Stop in and check out our newly expanded inventory right here at Moody Motors in Nyborough.
Credit union people are my people. Dreaming big, keeping life simple. Saving smart, living free. At Explorers Credit Union, you're just like me. We chart new trails, we stand tall. Together we rise, together we call. Credit union people are my people, it's true. And I found my crew at Explorers, see you. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit explorerscu.com to join the journey today.
Kickoff by the Wildcats, fielded this time by Beller, brings it up to about the 30, and he is dropped with another big hit, Kenny. This time it's brought on by Krause.
Yeah, this game hasn't been for the faint of heart, that's for sure. There's been a lot of good hits. And Mr. Knoll is back in the game now at quarterback.
We got the starting rotation back in. It's going to be Knoll. Option play handoff is to Nelson. Straightforward, good blocking, and he's going to get about 6. And that's been the key for the Gators so far, is getting that running game going just like that on first down, get in front of the sticks.
And that's probably been their most consistent running play right now, has been that little fullback dive. They've run a couple nice counters.
And Nelson on the year has 98 carries, so he's got the most of any of them, 629 yards, 7 touchdowns. For Nelson. Nelson now the fullback, lone fullback. Long cadence, and now quarterback keeper, straightforward, look out. He's got green grass. He is gone. That is Knoll is gone for 45 yards. That was one of those, nobody touched him, and the blocking was perfect.
And you can see that open up after about 2 yards, that he was going to be bumping his head against the goalpost there.
One last check, no flags on the play. That is good. And that one took less than 60 seconds off the clock.
And you made the point earlier, Scott, about it might come down to these conversions.
Yes. You see a lot of times in these 8-man games, they don't get it to, by the time the game's over, they've left a touchdown out there if you miss 3 or 4 kind of thing. And it's that important. As it is now, Gators will go for 2, leading 26-20. I formation, Knoll. Handoff to Nelson. Wakely's got him, and he did not get in. There it is. So that's Wildcats are hanging around. 26-20. Wildcats trail now with 4:09 to go in this third quarter. We'll take a break. Come back. We'll have another kickoff in 30 seconds on the current 94.3.
Mount Marty is committed to excellence in nursing.
We really go the extra mile to care for our students as a whole person. My name is Crystal Diedrichsen. I am an associate professor of nursing at Mount Marty. As a Catholic Benedictine university, we can incorporate God and prayer in our regular classwork and interactions with students. And in addition to that, we care about the students in other aspects of their lives.
Start your journey at mountmarty.edu.
Scott Ulrich alongside Kenny Kneifel. You are listening to Hartington-Newcastle Wildcat football here from Wisner, Nebraska. This is Class D1 8-man football. After that 45-yard touchdown run by Knoll on a quarterback keeper for the Gators, they have stretched their lead now 26-20. Back and forth we go. It could be who has the football last. And now as I look at the setup, that football is lined up almost like it could be an onside kick. The ball is laid over really funny on the tee. It's just a squib down the middle of the field. Weird hop it takes. And now finally picked up this time by Hymas. A very good kick. Hymas in deep trouble. He's brought down at the 6. Credit the kicker and the ball placement on the tee.
Right, that was the same thing that happened on that first kickoff of the ball game when they kicked off. If you remember that we had a hard time.
Yep. Yeah, I just happened to look out at their kicker like he was taking an extra long time getting the ball just right on the tee. And I wonder how many times they practiced that one. That was good.
Oh, yeah,
Hats off. These plays, as you mentioned, they come down to two-point conversion or an onside kick. Sometimes it comes down to a kicker having the ball sitting funny on the tee. Spread formation, 2 wideouts each side. Man in motion. This time is Arns. Option play. They're going to hand it off to Arns. On the sweep to the left side. Positive yard, shoved out of bounds. Call it a gain of about 5.
Yeah, I think part of the reason that play has been there, set up so well, is they have to pay so much attention to Sudbeck keeping it on that.
It sets it up. He's got to respect him. Sudbeck, though, has, I got him unofficially 13 carries. Only one of them has went over 10 yards. Very uncharacteristic. 2 wide receivers on the near side talking, getting their details hashed out. Quarterback play. Quarterback keeper's going to go straight up the middle. Positive yardage, but he's going to be brought down. The big defensive lineman stopped him. A gain of about, called along 3 for Sudbeck. And it's going to be 3rd down and short, maybe less than a yard.
I've thought just different times through the years how difficult it must be to prepare for Rusty Fuller's offense. It can do so many different things. And Corey Ulrich, that's on the staff, also has a tremendous offensive mind.
That one there, they got a lot of different plays they can run, but the old quarterback keeper got the first down on that one. Just a straightforward run off that right side behind some big linemen. Moves those chains. Ball's going to be placed at the 19-yard line. Wildcats with a fresh set of downs. Just keep moving those chains. 3:13 to go in this third quarter. Clock rolling now, 26-20 your score. Gators on top of the Wildcats. Snap back, pass left side. Caught this time by Krause. Krause partially tripped up at the 20 and then brought down. The 6'7" receiver shoved out of bounds right near the 23-yard line. It looks like he's shaking off a little stinger there on that one on his right hand. Krause, we talked about him as well on the way down here. He is one of the players that has jumped off the page at me. He's developed. He's got his coordination has gotten it. Might have been one of those grew before things kind of got connected, and he just looks very good throughout the season.
And the receiving core with Raiden Lammers and Carter Kelly, who have gotten hurt, it's just given.
Option play now, quarterback rolling out right side. Sudbeck takes a handoff. Knees near first down yardage. I think he might just be a length of a football short. That was one where the receiver cleared out across the formation and then some backside blocking, and the referee says, we're getting the hand signal waves. This is going to be an official timeout. They want to measure.
You know, again, give Krause a lot of credit for stepping up, though, like I said, with the other 2 receivers going down. And then, again, Austin maybe hasn't broken any, but he's had a lot of 5- and 7-yard runs tonight.
And throughout the season, he is, as they're measuring now, see if they got to pull out the index card. Still waiting for this. They had to come all the way across the field for this one. We are short by about the length of the football. So where they were looking at was clear across the field, so they just wanted to be safe. Talk about Sudbeck and his rushing. He was 136 carries on the year for 795 yards. And 13 touchdowns. He averages 5.8 a carry, so he's definitely being held under that average. But the big jump at me on the page is Jason Hymas. 151 carries, 1,011 yards, went over 1,000 just last week against the Bees from Bloomfield. He averages 6.7 a carry, but tonight has 3 carries for 7 yards. It just hasn't been a rushing thing. We couldn't get it going.
Right, he had the touchdown reception.
Yep, so you got to abandon that and go with what works, and right now it's passing. Quarterback keeper fakes like he's going to go in. Now pass up top, Krause. He's got it. Yes, he's got it caught, and he's broken free at the 20. 15-5, touchdown, Mason Krause.
That time you saw the shotgun snap to us, and he faked a little bit like he was going to run, and then he pulled up and hits Krause. Krause makes a nice catch and run. But again, he's 6'7", and he's just athletic enough. He runs well. That's a nice play by the young man.
Yeah, I love go back to him. We got 6 or so or 5 on that last play to him. Go right back, 41-yard touchdown pass from Subek to Krause. It's one of those, you mentioned it, Subek kind of does a little dip of the shoulder like he's going to go for a run, and then he steps back and he's got receivers looking downfield, but Krause was double covered. The coverage was there. It was the height advantage is why they got that score. Wildcats now going for 2. Looking, option play, quarterback keeper, straightforward run. He's got to walk in for 2. Sudback. 2:28 to go in this third quarter. Wildcats starting to make this game a shootout. It's 28-26, Wildcats on top. We'll take a break, come back, we'll have another kickoff here in Wisner, back in 30 seconds on the current 94.3.
From sunup to well after sundown, the life of a farmer is a matter of choices, and you have the choice to make the right decisions for your operation to succeed. The power is in your hands. At Security Bank, our lenders recognize the need to better understand your numbers and come up with a plan to keep your operation moving forward. You make the decisions. We make the tools to make those decisions easier. Security Bank, the right choice for the future of your operation. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
28-26. We're in a shootout down here in Wisner, Nebraska. About an hour and a half south of Yankton, right along Highway 275, and the Wildcats have made this interesting. I'm just trying to think during that quick break there, why would they go for 2 and not take the kick? And I think it just head coach Rusty Fuller is recognizing, yep, this is going to be a shootout. You might need those 2 points.
Yeah, that last extra point was when Wisner blocked it. The number 70, Anthony, basically blocked it almost at his belt. I mean, he was in there quick and deep.
As it is, the kickoff there, just a nice little, I'll call a pooch kick off to the left side, was fielded by the Gator right at the 25-yard line. He was on one knee, so that's where they'll have it. First down and 10. Just under 2.5 to go in this third quarter.
Now, every possession in a game like this is huge, but I just feel like this is really big from the standpoint of Wisner hasn't exactly stopped Hartington much.
Backdoor screen. It's going to go to Beller, and I think Beller turned the wrong way. Beller hit, and he's slow getting up again. Pass is going to be complete and brought down this time. Kavanaugh, another tackle. Gain of about 7. I think Beller turned back into the grain. He had some blockers. If he'd have came to the outside, it might have been some more green grass.
But if the Wildcats can get a stop, like I said, they're up 2 now. They haven't really been stopped offensively.
They got their offense rolling very good. And now I formation. Fake the handoff. Quarterback keeper. He's wide open. Gone. No is gone. 47 yards, and now he gets into the end zone. He faked out the linebacker.
Yeah.
There was a defender for the Wildcats faked, and I see him out there. He is so frustrated with himself. He faked him out. As Noel turned to his right, he just put that ball on his left hip like it was a cell phone, and no one knew what was going on.
Yeah.
We called that touchdown when he was on the 40.
Yeah, you could see that the minute you saw him keep the ball. Being part of it is they've had good success with that counter, and that came off the counter.
Yeah. It's one of those, one sets up the other. Now they're going to go for 2 as well, leading 32-28. Going for two, direct snap, Knoll, straight up the middle. And now a late option pass. It's going to go, nope. They're going to signal it's too late. Can't option it. Wildcats now make it a 4-point game after stopping that one, 32-28. This is a fast-paced, busy third quarter. We're going to take a break, come back with another kickoff. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the Current 94.3.
Irrigation, who needs it? After this wet summer, maybe that thought has crossed your mind. Every growing year is different. Christensen Well and Irrigation wants to help you prepare for the seasons ahead. They recommend pulling your irrigation pump if it's been in the ground 20 years or more. Assessing your pump during the fall and winter avoids breakdowns during the growing season. Call 402-254-6809 or visit christensenwell.com. Christensen Well and Irrigation of Hartington and Wakefield is a certified Renke Irrigation Systems dealer.
Well, the first half, offensive-wise, was a little bit slow, 14-14. And now, as we still got a minute and a half to go in this third quarter, it's 32-28. The Gators on top of the Wildcats. What a shootout we've had in this third quarter. Kick on its way, left-footed kicker. Bounces high at the 25, fielded cleanly, this time by Hymas. Hymas, first contact made at the 20, 23, give him the 24. Lots of effort there by the young man, Hymas, trying to get things forward. And that's where the Wildcats will have it, first down and 10.
Number 8, Hymas, returning that kickoff.
Well, I don't know how you react to that, but 45-yard touchdown run by Knoll at the 409 mark, and then a 46-yard touchdown run at the 137
Yeah, they'd
mark.
done such a nice job up to that point, bottling him up.
Yeah. Yeah, until that point, he had 10 carries for 21 yards, and now he's got 90 on 2. First and 10, Wildcats now coming back. Hymas in the pistol, option play, quarterback keeper, left side, Greengrass, steps across, great play coming up by the secondary. Making the tackle that time was number 8, that's Connor Verba. I thought for sure he had first down yardage and more, but Verba came up from that corner position to take the big gain away. Give him a gain of about 5. And now Subek brings the play in from head coach Rusty Fuller.
Scott, this game had the intrigue of a lot of people, not just Wisner-Pilger or Hartington-Newcastle fans. And so far, this game has lived up to every bit of what people thought it could.
Absolutely. First round playoff action. This is a good one here. Option play. Give it this time to Keaton Arns. First down. Cross midfield. Trying to turn it north-south, and he's going to be shoved out of bounds just barely. We'll see where the official mark is. It's going to be right around the 37-yard line. A nice gain there for Arns. Give him a gain of about 12. Yeah, there are some great games going on. You never know what you're going to get in this first round, but you start getting these mid-ranged teams that are they're mathematically or statistically even. You get some very good matchups. Now option play, quarterback keeper, straightforward. Contact made at the line of scrimmage, no gain. Subek's going to go down. Yeah, this one here tonight, and I should mention we're going to have a good one tomorrow night as well. That game will take place in Norfolk as Hartington Cedar Catholic will take on Norfolk Catholic, and that will decide the C2-3 district final game. That's number 1 versus number 2 in Class C2 here in Nebraska. Tel Tanner and I will have the call, and that will be on YouTube, KYNTV Sports, as well as Hot Country's 93.1's Facebook page. Listen live. And that is the end of the third quarter. We go to fourth quarter action. It will be second down and 11. Wildcats trail by 4, 32-28. Back to Wisner in 30 seconds on the Current 94.3.
Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
It is fourth quarter action, 32-28. Wildcats trail by 4. Is this going to come down to a 2-point conversion? Maybe the person who has the football last. It's sure shaping up to be that kind of a game.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure right now on each offense to score because you don't want this to get out to be a 2-score game.
No. And I also, there's been 0 tricks in this game. Nobody's went for it, and deep in their own territory kind of thing, or fake kick, or it's just kind of been smash mouth football.
Yeah, and it's been a hard hitting.
Some games you watch it and okay, it's a good game. Now this is one of those. There's been some really, really good hitting going on. As a spectator, I like watching those. Wildcats now have it. 4 wide receivers.
I like the matchup that Hartington has on the bottom here with Krause against, is it number 24? Or excuse me, it's Gratzfeld, I guess.
Yep, now they switched off. Pass near side, and this is going to be a kind of a trick play. They get it to Gratzfeld. He makes a pass coming to Sudbeck to the near side, but it's going to be a loss of about 8.
Yeah, Ken Gratzfeld is the backup quarterback. They brought him in and gave it to him and throw back to Sudbeck. I'm not so sure Sudbeck wasn't going to throw that from there again.
So as I say, there's been no trick plays. That was kind of a tricky one. Did not work out. Now it's 3rd and long for the Wildcats as they jump back on the other side of the 40. Sudbeck looking to go. Airs down the middle. He's got a man. It's going to be picked off. Intercepted. As Wisner-Pilger is going to pick that one off. Making the pick is Ashton Rabb. And that ball is down at the 24-yard line. That's the first turnover of the game. And it comes at a critical juncture as well. It's one of those, if they didn't get the play, I was trying to think this through. If they didn't get the play, then they're going to be 4th and long.
Right.
I just don't see them going for it in that position. They probably would have punted, so this isn't terrible. They're still got them at their own 24. Okay, first down and 10. Handoff this time is going to go to Beller. Beller's going to trip. He had blockers out front, and he trips. Call it a gain of 1.
Yeah, that had 5 or 6 written all over it at least.
Yep, would have got great positive yards there.
The Wildcats have jumped back into that 3-man front on that play.
2nd down and 9. And now maybe that'll see what the Gators respond. It's just that temperature out. It's got to be in the low 50s. You get a little dew build up on the grass or a little moisture content. Yeah. And we've seen the slickness.
Right, we saw Jason Hyman slip earlier on a.
You're right, here's that 3-3 stack defense. And a quick pitch going to go to the far side. Beller being chased by Wakely on the backside, and Wakely's going to bring him down. Give maybe a half-yard gain. That is all Wakely, and he was chasing Beller down, and Beller now slow to get up again. He has taken a pounding.
Yeah, he and give him and both Noel credit. They have taken a pounding. In fact, Noel had to be helped off the field earlier too.
Yep. 2 of their starting big running backs just taking lots of hits as we're at the 10:39 mark of this game. 4-point lead. And it feels like there's more vehicles driving around the field right now. They want to see what's going on.
The Wildcats get a stop here after the turnover would be huge.
3rd down and 7. Option play, and there's that little trick reverse to Nelson. Nelson cross the line again, and he's going to get that 1st down. It's the one where the quarterback wraps around, and he kind of hands it back side handoff to him, and it's really tricky looking, but it worked again there for a 1st down. Call it a gain of 8.
It looked like Krause had it read fairly well, just couldn't quite make the play. But he was the only, the rest of the defense is all.
He didn't know where it was at. I've never seen that play before, and I'll say that's one you kind of put in your back pocket. It's very, very good coached on that play. 1st down and 10, ball at the 36-yard line of the Gators.
Now Wildcats are back to their 4-man front.
Now the Gators are slowing things down, slowing it down the clock, taking their time, waiting for the back judge, and now they take off. Noel, left side, blocking out front, turns the corner. First down, he's going to be right near that first down marker again. He's going to be actually short, but he did run out of bounds at about the 36. We'll call him 8 yards. So it's one of those, a coach is telling you, keep the clock going. So they waited for the back judge to start signaling you got 5 seconds to go, and then he runs out of bounds and stops the clock. Did the Wildcats a favor on that one. It's still 9 minutes. That's a long way to go. Long ways. 4-man front for the Wildcats. A couple linebackers and then a couple safeties behind them. Noel, quarterback keeper, coming in the near side. And now it's going to be covered by, and just everybody gave up on the play. Nobody tackled him, and Noel runs down the field for about 15 more. What happened on that one?
Yeah, initially it was defense pretty well. I think that's one of those plays where Noel just made a heck of a play.
That was a gain of 20 by Noel. There was a couple Wildcat players right there, like they were going to tackle him, and it's like they thought the play was over. Very, very uncharacteristic play. First down and 10, ball at the 15-yard line. And now the Gators knocking on the door. Handoff this time is to Nelson. Nelson right side. He's going to be brought down by Hymas, just short of that first down mark. See where he's at. Call it the 6. So good run there by Nelson on first down. Second down and short.
I've been really impressed with that young man tonight. He's not really an X factor because he's had a nice year, but boy, he picks up a lot of the hard yards.
He does. Very, very good worker in there at running back position for the Gators. Chains come across the field. We have the worst angle, so we can't tell what it looks like down there. It's far, and it's good enough for a first down. So first and goal. The Gators will have it. Ball is at about the 5.5-yard line. 9:23 to go in this contest. They're knocking on the door of scoring, and they lead by 4. The one thing I can take away from this, the Wildcats can move the chains quickly with the pass play. They have that ability. I haven't seen that from the Gators. They just, they only did one pass play, then their best wide receiver was done. And so that's this. If you're down, at least they have that option.
Very much so.
First and goal from the 6. Noel under center. Nelson. And now Beller. Quick pitch to Beller. Turns back north-south. And he's met at the line of scrimmage by a host of Wildcats. Going to be stopped at about the 2 or 3. Maybe even a little closer to the goal line. Again, we are 50 yards away from it, so our angle is not the best.
Second goal.
I can agree with public address. It is second and goal. They got him at the 2. Burning some clock off. You can see the players taking their time. And now they're walk up to the line of scrimmage. Clock is rolling. 8:20 left in this contest. There's the 5 seconds to go signal. Noel keeps it himself, right side, walks in, touchdown. Noel walks it into the end zone with 8:12 to go in this game. And now they stretch it to a 10-point lead. Now it's getting one of those where you get a little nervous, but the momentum swings have been high and low in this game.
Exactly, and I think, Scott, your point about how quickly Hartington-Newcastle can strike. I don't think there's going to be any panic in any of the coaches or the players. I think they know that they've got the ability to do this.
I formation for this 2-point conversion. Noel, Nelson, and Beller. Noel's going to keep it. Roll out right side, looking to pass. He's got a man in the end zone. It's going to be no good. Great coverage. The coverage was right there by Hymas. Broke that one up. So with 8:12 to go in this game, 10-point lead for the Gators. 38-28. Wildcats will have it next. We'll be back in 30 seconds on a current 94.3.
With so many choices for students out there, life can become quite hectic. From choosing the right school to managing your finances, it can be hard to keep it all in check. Bank of Hartington is here to help you take the worry out of your finances. Our free Student Club checking includes all the features and benefits you'll need to start life out on the right path without the worry of hidden fees and charges. So if you're ready to enter that next stage of life, work with a fifth-generation bank who's had their roots planted firmly in Northeast Nebraska since 1934. Contact us today. Bank of Hartington, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
(38-28). Wildcats about to get the football back. 8:12 to go in this game. Now we are looking at a must score. You need some points. But I always felt like this could be nervous for the Gators too, because it could be 4-down territory. Squib kick, this one bounces high over Keaton Arns. And another one bounces perfectly for the Gators. He has Hymas trapped deep at his 9. What a kick again.
Yeah, football's a funny shape sometimes. It can bounce funny ways. It can be hard to pick up.
I completely agree with the gentleman sitting here. I could hear him. It says the special teams have been fantastic here in this second half, and it is absolutely agree with that. Very good. It's been coaching back and forth, but the special teams and the kicking has been fantastic for the Gators. Spread formation for the Wildcats. Sibek. He's got Hymas coming across formation. Pass to the near side. He's going to go to Krause, and he's going to be contacted. He got it, and 2 players were on him right away. Short gain. We'll call it a gain of about 3.
And you can see why they ran the play. They were giving him about a 10-yard cushion, but then the linebackers came out quick and were able to get Mason.
So 3 yards on first down. Wildcats now have it 2nd down and 7, ball at the 13. Looking left side. Oh, just a pass that was dangerously behind Keaton Arns, and he was able to grab it, almost get a first down out of it. But that could have been tried just from the angle where we were looking like, uh-oh, this could be picked off.
It looked like it came out of his hand a little funny. But again, credit Keaton Arns, he's made another play.
Arns has, I agree with you, very impressed with the progression through this year. 3 wide outs, straight forward, now quarterback running off the left side, back towards the middle. He's going to be contacted, brought down. First down, though, for the Wildcats. Sibek is brought down at about the 25.5-yard line. Move those chains.
Again, Hartington's going hurry up now.
7:20 on the clock, trailing by 10. Need a score here. Pass over the middle. Krause caught. I believe he did drop it. Yes. Credit, Krause had it, but credit Knoll. Knoll is on Krause, and Knoll, probably one of their better athletes, is able to get a hand on it, knock that ball down, and then it bounced right back up to Krause. So didn't just drop it on his own. 2nd down and 10 coming up. So that was 16 attempts unofficial. I have Sibek so far on the night. Looks like we're going to get 17 coming up here. Looks near side. Caught by Gratzfeld at the 32. Brought down immediately. Great coverage by the secondary. Stopping Gratzfeld. Call it a gain of about 6. That was Gratzfeld's first catch.
Again, the offensive line is giving Austin a lot of time to throw the ball.
Pass out the right side. Caught this time Keaton Arns, I believe. They're going to lose a couple on this one. So past 3 or 4, it feels like they're a little short out. Need to stretch the field here, kind of see if you can catch, at least get one going down the field.
Well, they've got a 4th down here. This is in many ways, obviously, if they don't get it, it's going to be real difficult.
Yeah, this is a tough spot to be in.
But that being said, I like their chances. They've given Austin time to throw. He's delivered a lot of good balls.
Keep an eye on number 22, Krause. He's been very good going down the seam, and he's down the middle now. They're looking, nowhere to go for it. They find Gratzfeld, and it's intercepted. Took it away out of Gratzfeld's hands, going down the field, scoring. Touchdown, Gators. but a penalty flag in the backfield. And now another penalty flag comes flying in.
This is huge. Let's see what he has.
Gratzfeld had it. There's going to be a blindside block, I believe. There, I don't want to speculate. Just the position of where these flags are, but I think there was a blindside block that took place, leveled a player, a Wildcat player. But as it is, Gratzfeld caught it, and the defender made a fantastic play. That was Ashton Revy. Kind of like stole it from him and took off. So this is, the referees are taking their time, talking it over. They've got to get this exactly right. We'll see the call. Illegal blindside block on the Wildcats. Block in the back on, but.
Now is that post possession?
Yes, that's the key. Is it? If it's a illegal, it just, yeah, you don't, I need to wait and see. This place is quiet and it is packed. Even the public address is asking. They're signaling again. Signaling. I think it's going to be, it's Gator football. So the touchdowns come off the board. That's critical. But it is a turnover, so another interception, but that was kind of a steal by a great defensive play by Ravi. And as it will be 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line of the Wildcats. Gators will have the football. 5:56 to go in this game, leading 38-28.
Yeah, had that touchdown stood to get the 2-point conversion, it would have been a 3-score game. Right now, it's still, and given Wisner-Pilger's MO of running the ball.
The clock. Yeah, clock is one of those. And now the head coach for Wisner-Pilger wants to talk to the referee. So I don't like when they interrupt the speed or pace of the game, but I like when they get it right.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with it.
Yeah, credit the officials for getting together. And
okay, here we go. So the Gators have the football at the 33-yard line after that interception. Fake handoff. Knoll has it. He's going to break out the left side. Well covered this time by the Wildcats. A gain of about 7, though, on the play. And the clock now will tick under 5:45.
Wakely on the stop. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ashton Wakely's had a big night defensively.
He's been fantastic.
He's made a number of plays on the other side. You know, he lines up at the left defensive end. He's made a number of plays on the other side of the football.
Absolutely. You mentioned some names here. Coming up in about 5 minutes of game time, we'll have to talk about the Avera player of the game. I formation. You got Knoll, Nelson, and Beller. Beller has been fantastic running the ball as well tonight. All 3 of them. Quick pitch right back to Beller. Going around, and he's going to be brought down by one hand. The left hand of Wakely grabbed him and stopped him. I think he's short of the first down. Waiting. We're waiting for the referee. I think it's going to be another measurement. Kenny, what do you think? Nope. I'm waiting for the side, the chain gang to move up. This is going to be 3rd and inches. So, and now the referee takes another look. He wanted to make sure. You don't see that very often. It's 3rd and inches on this play. I formation for the Gators. Handoff is to Nelson, straightforward running, first down.
Well, again, that young man gets a lot of tough yards. He got up hobbling.
Yep. Looks like he's got a lower left leg is bugging him as he comes off. Yeah, very solid player. Very impressed with him tonight. Chains move, 1st down and 10.
So they've lost Alexander for the night, who's a hell of a player. And then Valor, Knoll, and Nelson have all come off the field at different times.
Absolutely. 1st down and 10, ball right at the right near about the 19-yard line of the Wildcats. Noel taking his time, waiting for the back judge. There's the 5 to go. Count 4 minutes now on the clock. And it's ticking off. There's the snap. Quarterback keeper rolling out left side. Kavanaugh, and now a penalty flag does come in. That was Kavanaugh was held, so that'll back him up 10 yards.
Now on the keeper. Flag on the play.
After they march that off, it'll be a 10-yard penalty. Replay first down. That should put them right around the 33-yard line. We'll see where the official mark is. And now everybody's huddling up. I think we got an official timeout on the field. They haven't signaled it. Waiting for the signal. We're going to take it with them. Timeout on the field. Timeouts are brought to you by Top Crop. We'll take it with them. Back in 30 seconds on the current 94.3.
Whether it's Friday night lights or Saturday game days, around here football is more than just a game. It's tradition. And just like your favorite team, Kaiser Ag and Irrigation works hard year-round to keep things running strong. From reliable Zematic pivots to trusted local service, we're here to help your operation perform at its best. This season and every season, count on a winning team in your field. Give them a call or stop into Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hartington, your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer and a proud supporter of our student athletes.
Scott Ulrich alongside Kenny Kneifel bringing you Class D1 action from Wisner, Nebraska. This game is just about over, at least regulation. 38-28. Wildcats have a kicker. You could get a touchdown. Things could work out. You can never count these games. I know I like to watch football at home, and my wife's like, the last 2 minutes of the game take forever. And that could be what we have here tonight.
And this is a situation Hartington-Newcastle's got to get the stop because they've got them behind the chains with the 1st and 20.
1st and 20 now. As we have 2 wideouts to the near side, and now quarterback keeper is going to roll out near side. That is Noel, pushed back to the inside, and he is going to be brought down. Call it a gain of about 3 or 4. And now a timeout's going to be taken. I believe this is another timeout by the Wildcats. So timeouts brought to you by Top Crop. We're going to take it with them. This game will wrap up here in short order with 3:40 on the clock. Back in 30 seconds on a Current 94.3.
We're passionate about getting yearly mammograms because 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer. You can get a yearly mammogram to detect it early. Would it help if I requested nicely? Please, could you be so kind as to get a mammo? Or singing it. Get your mammogram starting at 40. Or with a British accent. Schedule your mammo with an Avera Breast Center at avera.org/breast or call 888-422-1410.
.340 to go to decide this contest here in Wisner. Number 19th ranked Hartington-Newcastle trails the number 14th ranked Wisner-Pilger Gators 38-28. Again, at the conclusion of this game, we'll wrap things up, go over some stats, some scoring plays, the Avera player of the game, and we got to talk out-of-town scoreboard. This is playoff football time here in Nebraska. 1 late check-in for the Gators, and now it'll be 2nd down and 17. Now quarterback keeper. No, it's a back handoff. It's going to go to Nelson. That play again where he kind of wraps around and hands it in the back direction. Nelson's going to get about 5, and now another timeout. It's going to be taken by the Wildcats. We're going to keep this one here as the Wildcats burning their timeouts. We'll call it ahead of the 3-minute warning. You know, they're not letting it run down any further. They're going to need some time to work with. And a little bit of luck.
Right, but you can stop the clock much easier offensively than obviously you can defensively. It's not in your control. So, yeah, if they can still get the stop, we talked about their ability to score quickly. This isn't over yet, but they've got to get the stop on this series of downs.
It was the right time to do it also. They had them behind the sticks. They were 3rd and long, second and long. It was the right time to burn those timeouts.
Exactly.
I think it was done perfectly by the coaching staff. But if a first down is given up here, and you got to think this is 4-down territory.
Then it's going to be.
It's deep trouble.
Yeah.
Because then they can just burn off clock, and there's really nothing you can do about it. That's such a helpless feeling. Even when you watch those kind of games, it's just frustrating. 3rd down and about 13 here for the Gators. Wildcats need a stop. It's Knoll behind him, and now they're looking to pass, and it's going to be tipped incomplete. I didn't see that one coming.
No, that's a little surprising.
They were trying to get it to Beller on the right side at kind of a screen pass, and that was a huge favor for the Wildcats.
Yeah, because now they get the clock stopped with. It's entirely possible, Scott, this could come down to an onside kick.
Just as we talked about, no big trick plays and affecting it. Now we're starting to talk it, and as it is, that was Knoll's first incompletion. Anyway, he was 3 for 3 to that point. Now he's 3 for 4, so 75% on the night. 4th down and 13. Clock stopped at 3:29. Gators going for it. They got Nelson behind Knoll, and here comes Beller in motion. Now he gets to the Beller. He's looking to go somewhere, looking to pass. Nope, he's going to keep it straightforward running. He's got a lot of green grass.
Oh, did he slide too early?
He did. Oh, no.
He could have had the first down. He slid early.
He had a first down. He had a touchdown, but instead he slid, and he wanted to stop the clock, and he stopped before he got to the first down.
And he was within, what, about a yard or two?
Yes. You got to feel bad for the kid.
Because they were going to throw a halfback pass there. It wasn't there. He made a great decision to pull it and run.
A very, very smart play, just executed a little bit short.
Yeah, just.
Wow. All right, Wildcats get a little.
They got a gift.
They get a gift here. Let's see what they do with it. Now, Sudbeck in the gun, looking right side. Over the middle, he's got Keaton Arns, nowhere to go. Call it a gain of about 5. So they're going to have to be playing the hurry-up offense now. They got no way to stop the clock.
It's very possible this is going to come down to Wisner-Pilger having to recover an onside kick.
Spread formation, and now Sudbeck looking, going to try to take off, and he's going to be sacked. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Might be a short gain on the play, but now the receiver's got to hustle back and reset things up. 3rd down and a long 4. 2:40 to go in this game. And now snap back, goes to Sudbeck, sacked in the backfield. Down he goes. That's a big play by the defense. Still no way to stop the clock. Wildcats behind the clock, behind the sticks. Now it's going to be 4th down. After getting sacked there, now everybody's in formation. Now take off running. Sudbeck looking somewhere to go. Passes over the middle, incomplete. I don't want to say it's over, but that's a tough spot now, giving the football right back. He had Krause, and it was over the middle. Just couldn't quite get enough on that pass.
Yeah, that's where you give credit to the Wisner pass rush. You know, they'd been stymied pretty much by the offensive line all night long, but again, they knew you have to pass.
Yeah.
And, that play on 3rd down with the sack by number 24, Edwin Cortez, that was a huge play for that young man. Not a very big fellow, but made a huge play.
Yep, huge play.
Like you said, Scott, it's going to be.
Yeah, a couple. I don't think they can run the clock out, but they can get real close. See what they do here. Basically, it's almost like Beller just got the first down is what happened there. Beller has it now. He drives in. I'll bet he doesn't slide anymore. As it is Beller. Fantastic runner. He's going to give him about 6 on this play.
The running backs all complement each other so well because you've got Nelson who picks up those tough yards right at the middle, and Beller's such a slasher. He's got nice speed, gets his shoulders to the line of scrimmage well, and then you've got Knoll who extremely explosive.
He's got that ability. I look at my tally sheet, and he's got 17 rushes, I believe, and in 2 plays back-to-back went for 91 and 2 touchdowns. So he's just got that.
Yeah, you bottle him up, and then bang.
1:20 to go in this game, and victory formation as if they do give it back, it's going to be with just a few seconds on the clock. We'll see how this pencils out. Be sure to stick around. We'll have a post-game show. The Vera player of the game, talk some stats, the out-of-town scoreboard. We are the last games to report, so everybody in Class D1 is in already, and we'll give you an update on who's in, who's out in Northeast Nebraska, who's moving on. I can tell you one, we talked about at the halftime, the Bees from Bloomfield. They'll move on. They'll play number 1, Shelby Rising City, next week. Victory formation play again here on 3rd down. They run back for a second, and now taking a knee, and oh,
that's a tough play.
That's a tough play. Okay, so Noel runs back, and he didn't take a knee right away, and at the last second he takes a knee, and Wakely levels him.
Yeah, and Ashton was I think mostly just trying to rush him to get him to go down.
Yeah, so they give him an unsportsmanlike.
That's a tough one.
I normally wouldn't even call the player's name out in that scenario, but he was in a tough spot right there. It's just one of those, and he knows it. He's out there kind of putting his hands over his head like, hats off to him. He played a great game on the defensive side there, and to see it kind of wrap up in that form, it's just unfortunate. As it is, great player is Wakely, and he is number 40, the 6'4", 240-pound senior. So that did stop the clock. Now it'll start the clock. There they just signaled. So all they got to do is snap it, and this game will wrap up. Again, 36 seconds, 38-28. Wildcats, they will fall to the number 14 seeded Gators from Wisner-Pilger. Green and white is going to move on to the 2nd round playoffs as they get a standing ovation from their fans. Purple and white, Wildcats, they traveled well tonight. A lot of fans here in the stands as they will line back up. That's going to do it. The game will close out 38-28. Wildcats will end their season 6-3, 38-28 your score. Stick around. Be back in a couple of minutes with a post-game show. Back in 3 minutes on the Current 94.3.
New inventory to the Moody Motor Lot this week include a 2024 Crew Cab Lariat Diesel with the 8-foot box, a really sharp 2020 F-150 Crew Cab with the Sport Appearance Package, and a 2023 F-150 Crew Cab XLT with the 6.5-foot box. On the SUV side is a 2015 Cadillac Escalade and a 2023 High Country Suburban. Stop in and check out our newly expanded inventory right here at Moody Motors in Nyborough.
Credit union people are my people. Dreaming big, keeping life simple. Saving smart, living free. At Explorers Credit Union, you're just like me. We chart new trails, we stand tall. Together we rise, together we call. Credit union people are my people, it's true. And I found my crew at Explorers CU. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit explorerscu.com to join the journey today.
Mount Marty is committed to excellence in nursing.
We really go the extra mile to care for our students as a whole person. My name is Crystal Diedrichsen. I am an associate professor of nursing at Mount Marty. As a Catholic Benedictine university, we can incorporate God and prayer in our regular classwork and interactions with students. And in addition to that, we care about the students in other aspects of their lives.
Start your journey at mountmarty.edu.
From sunup to well after sundown, the life of a farmer is a matter of choices, and you have the choice to make the right decisions for your operation to succeed. The power is in your hands. At Security Bank, our lenders recognize the need to better understand your numbers and come up with a plan to keep your operation moving forward. You make the decisions. We make the tools to make those decisions easier. Security Bank, the right choice for the future of your operation. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When it comes to Friday night football, teamwork makes the difference. And when it comes to your fields, trust Christensen Well and Irrigation, your local Ranky dealer. From wells and pumps to irrigation systems, Christensen Well has the experience and service you can count on to keep your operation running strong. This season, keep your crops in winning shape with the field leader in irrigation. Christensen Well and Irrigation in Hartington, a proud supporter of our area student athletes. Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
Scott Ulrich, Ken Kneifel back in Wisner, Nebraska. This is the postgame show. Hartington-Newcastle finishes their season 6-3 on the year as they lose to the number 14 ranked Wisner-Pilger Gators 38-28. What's your thoughts on this game, Kenny?
Well, first of all, I think you got to tip your hat to Wisner-Pilger. Going into halftime, Hartington-Newcastle had all the momentum. They'd made some adjustments. And credit Wisner-Pilger for making their adjustments. And it was an extremely hard-fought game. You saw three young men for Wisner-Pilger come out of the game, go back in. Hartington-Newcastle, I will guarantee you, left everything they had on the field. They lost to a good opponent. They've had a good season. And this is the hard part.
Yeah.
Because the kids care, the coaches care, the fans care, and they've got a lot to be proud of. In fact, the PA announcer for Wisner just came over and said, he goes, these are the tough games when someone has to lose because both teams played hard.
And they take it right to the last minute or last second of the game, and then the reality hits, and it's like this emotional process that it is.
And Hartington-Newcastle has to say, goodbye to a senior class that very well accomplished. They lost a couple of really good players in Braden Lammers and Carter Kelly to injury. Others stepped up, but those seniors have left their mark. And Hartington-Newcastle has a nice, solid core of players coming back. So.
Yep, I completely agree. We kind of talked about it as the first half. It was Knoll rushing for 2 touchdowns. Then it was Sudbeck accounting for 2 touchdowns. One of them was a pass to Hymas. Another one was a run. And we're all tied up at 14 at the half. Well, then you get to the third quarter, and it was just an all-out shootout. About halfway through that third quarter, Nelson had a 3-yard touchdown run for Wisner-Pilger. 5-minute mark, it was a 2-yard run by Sudbeck. The extra point was blocked. That would have been the first time where the Wildcats could have took a lead. And then shortly thereafter, about a minute off the clock, a 45-yard touchdown run by Knoll, followed by a 41-yard touchdown pass by Sudbeck to Krause. The 2-point was good. They did take the lead then at 28-26. And then a minute and a half to go in that third quarter, a 46-yard touchdown run by Knoll. So he went back-to-back, 45 and 46-yard touchdown runs. They did, I will say, as I look through the notes here, they were no good on almost all of their 2-point conversions. So that's something that the Gators will want to look at going into round number 2. However, as you get to the fourth quarter, things quieted back down. It was Knoll 2-yard touchdown run, and that was the only score of the fourth quarter. And at 38-28, and that's where the final score will wrap up. Let's take another break. Come back. Post-game show, we'll look at the stats. Back in a couple of minutes on the Current 94.3.
With so many choices for students out there, life can become quite hectic. From choosing the right school to managing your finances, it can be hard to keep it all in check. Bank of Hartington is here to help you take the worry out of your finances. Our free Student Club checking includes all the features and benefits you'll need to start life out on the right path without the worry of hidden fees and charges. So if you're ready to enter that next stage of life, work with a 5th-generation bank who's had their roots planted firmly in Northeast Nebraska since 1934. Contact us today. Bank of Hartington, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Whether it's Friday night lights or Saturday game days, around here football is more than just a game, it's tradition. And just like your favorite team, Kaiser Ag and Irrigation works hard year-round to keep things running strong. From reliable Zematic pivots to trusted local service, we're here to help your operation perform at its best. This season and every season, count on a winning team in your field. Give them a call or stop into Kaiser Ag and Irrigation in Hartington, your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer and a proud supporter of our student athletes.
Credit union people are my people. Dreaming big, keeping life simple. Saving smart, living free. At Explorers Credit Union, you're just like me. We chart new trails, we stand tall. Together we rise, together we call. Credit union people are my people, it's true. And I found my crew at Explorers CU. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit explorerscu.com to join the journey today.
Mount Marty is committed to excellence in nursing.
We really go the extra mile to care for our students as a whole person. My name is Crystal Diedrichsen. I am an associate professor of nursing at Mount Marty. As a Catholic Benedictine university, we can incorporate God and prayer in our regular classwork and interactions with students. And in addition to that, we care about the students in other aspects of their lives.
Start your journey at mountmarty.edu.
Welcome back to Wisner, Nebraska. Hartington-Newcastle falls 38-28 to Wisner-Pilger. The Gators advance on to second round playoff action. The Wildcats wrap up their season 6-3 on the year. Let's take a look at the stats and break things down. 38-28, we had plenty of scoring. Who was doing it? We'll break that down in the stats. Jackson Knoll, he was the leader on the offensive stats for Wisner-Pilger. Unofficially, I got him for 17 carries, 151 yards, 5 touchdowns on the ground. Solid rushing by their main ball handler. Blaine Beller, 93 yards. Unofficially, I have him for on 13 carries. Logan Nelson finished with, I got him 94 yards on 16 carries. And Connor Verba, 1 carry for 9 yards. Knoll was 3 for 4, 37 yards. Those grabs were by Jace Alexander, who was knocked out in the first half. He had 1 grab for 18. Blaine Beller had 1 grab for 7, and Connor Verba 1 grab for 12 yards. I had him for 35 yards of penalties on 3 flags. For Hartington-Newcastle, the Wildcats, offensively, a lot of production coming out of Austin Sudbeck. I have him for 21 carries, 89 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground. Jason Hymas, 3 rushes, 7 yards. Very uncharacteristic by Hymas, and that was all credit to the defensive front of the Gators. Keaton Arns finished with 4 carries, 34 yards. And then passing, King Gratzfeld got in 1 pass, went for negative yards. They were trying to do, I believe, another kind of a trick play. Did not work out on that one. And Austin Sudbeck, though, 14 for 20, 180 yards, 2 touchdowns through the air. So Sudbeck accounted he was involved in 4 of those touchdowns on the night. Mason Krause had 3 catches, 50 yards, 1 touchdown, went for 41. Jason Hymas had a 23-yard touchdown. Total, he had 55 yards on 3 grabs. Gabe Reyes had 1 catch for 8. Keaton Arns had 5 catches for 60. And King Gratzfeld 1 catch for 6 yards. They did have 2 interceptions that kind of come into this game. It definitely played a role, but it was the defensive front for the Gators that was the difference tonight. Let's talk about the out-of-town scoreboard. I'm going to get to that real quick, and then we'll have the Avera player of the game. There's been a lot of games have already wrapped up here throughout Nebraska. We mentioned number 1, Shelby Rising City, doubled up the score, 44-22 over Boyd County. The Bees of Bloomfield, number 17, they beat the 16th-ranked Sutton Mustangs, 34-26. They will advance, play number 1, Shelby Rising City. Crofton, all over Kimball, the number 5th-ranked Crofton Warriors, 90-20, almost touched that century mark. Looking at some more scores, it's going to be number 29th ranked Stanton, the defending state champion. They are winners over number 4 ranked Ravenna, 62-44. Sandy Creek, the number 3 seed, they've won over Exeter Milligan Friend. That is who Wisner-Pilger will face next Friday night. Wisner-Pilger, and Sandy Creek in round number 2. It's Wausau Osmond, who I think is a top 5 team. They were ranked number 11, and they come out with a victory against Summerlin, 36-6. They move on. They'll play Bridgeport next Friday night. Bridgeport is way out west. I've been out there before. That is a long drive. It's the Plainview Pirates, number 7th ranked. They're winners over number 26, Alma, 43-8. And Elkhorn Valley, one final score that affects Northeast Nebraska. Elkhorn Valley, they're the 31st ranked team. They lose to Dundee County Stratton, the number 2 seed, 49-6. Take one final break, come back, wrap things up here from Wisner, and have the Avera player of the game back in a couple of minutes on the Current 94.3.
From sunup to well after sundown, the life of a farmer is a matter of choices, and you have the choice to make the right decisions for your operation to succeed. The power is in your hands. At Security Bank, our lenders recognize the need to better understand your numbers and come up with a plan to keep your operation moving forward. You make the decisions. We make the tools to make those decisions easier. Security Bank, the right choice for the future of your operation. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Irrigation, who needs it? After this wet summer, maybe that thought has crossed your mind. Every growing year is different. Christensen Well and Irrigation wants to help you prepare for the seasons ahead. They recommend pulling your irrigation pump if it's been in the ground 20 years or more. Assessing your pump during the fall and winter avoids breakdowns during the growing season. Call 402-254-6809 or visit christensenwell.com. Christensen Well and Irrigation of Hartington and Wakefield is a certified Renke Irrigation Systems dealer. Farmers, are you ready to maximize your success this season? At Top Crop, they've got you covered with unbeatable deals and top quality products. Take advantage of true 0% extended terms with no discount sacrificed. Get flat acre pricing on corn for unbeatable value. Keep your corn clean and strong with Viptera corn and plant the industry's leading E3 and Extend Flex soybeans for the best yields yet. Don't wait. Visit topcropinc.com or give them a call today. Top Crop, where you grow more.
With so many choices for students out there, life can become quite hectic. From choosing the right school to managing your finances, it can be hard to keep it all in check. Bank of Hartington is here to help you take the worry out of your finances. Our free Student Club checking includes all the features and benefits you'll need to start life out on the right path without the worry of hidden fees and charges. So if you're ready to enter that next stage of life, work with a 5th-generation bank who's had their roots planted firmly in Northeast Nebraska since 1934. Contact us today. Bank of Hartington, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Scott Ulrich alongside Ken Kneifel back here in Wisner. 38-28. Wildcats fall in opening round of the Nebraska State Football Playoffs in Class D1. Wisner-Pilger advances. They'll play the number 3 Sandy Creek team next Friday night. Final thoughts from Wisner, Kenny.
Well, again, Hartington-Newcastle finishes with a really good season at 6-3. They gave their fans a lot to cheer about, a lot to be proud of this year. It hurts now, but you know what? It hurts because you care, and there's no other way to go about it. The future of the football program is bright, and this is part of the deal.
Only one team gets to win.
Yeah, and again, they fell to a good team, and like I said, there's a lot to be proud of, and
yep, absolutely. Wish Wisner-Pilger all the best next Friday as they take on a very long, rich tradition of athlete and program down in Sandy Creek. I remember for 30 years they've been good in one sport or another, so wish them well next week. Only one final thing to do here in Wisner tonight, and that is the player of the game provided by Avera. Tonight will be our seniors: Jefferson Ruiz, Keaton Arns, Carter Kelly, Colton Campbell, Mason Krause, Braden Lammers, and Ashton Wakely. Those are the seniors on this year's football program. They are the players of the game provided by Avera, moving health forward. That's going to wrap things up here from Wisner. We'll be back tomorrow where we have Cedar Catholic, Hartington Cedar Catholic taking on Norfolk Catholic. That game will be simulcast on YouTube and KYNTV Sports, as well as KK93 Facebook page, listen live. Tell Tanner and I will have the call at 6:45, kickoff at 7. And I want to thank you, Kenny, as well for coming.
I want to thank you, Scott. Also, you're amazing. You keep the stats. You're on the technical part. You do a heck of a job announcing, and thanks for letting me tag along. You do a heck of a job.
I appreciate you coming along, and we get the basketball season. We'll be sure to reach out to you again. So I thank you much. And that is going to do it from here in Wisner. Again, be sure to tune in tomorrow for number 1 Hartington-Cedar Catholic versus number 2 Norfolk Catholic. And that will take place on the simulcast. That is a regular season game taking place down in Norfolk. For Scott Ulrich, Ken Kneifel, and Cash, back at the station in Yankton, bringing you tonight's Hartington-Newcastle Wildcat football. Thank you for tuning in on the Current 94.3.
This has been a presentation of Northeast Nebraska High School Athletics on KYNTV, courtesy of Riverfront Sports. Be sure to subscribe to KYNTV on YouTube and hit the notification bell so you never miss a moment when we go live for Northeast Nebraska High School Athletics.